Let's get this started. All right, I don't have any time for this. We couldn't stream for the past 3 days. I had an issue with my car. Cleaned it out, traded it in, got a new car. So cleaned it out on Friday. Went to find a car, didn't work out Saturday. Found a car, was there all day. Hate buying cars. And Sunday, internet wasn't working. So let's get this going. Things have been going a little crazy lately. Ever since Ethan kind of called out Hassan. A little bit limp in his call out. I just wish he would stop saying that they're still friends with all the horrific, really, anti-Semitism Hassan's been pushing. It's been getting worse and worse, you know? It's crazy. I don't know why you keep calling him your friend, you know? Like, nut up a little bit, bud. Anyway, there's a little document here about what's going on, and then I kind of want to watch probably Hassan's take, and then maybe even Destiny on this. I'm kind of curious. So let's get this going. We'll start here. Well, I guess we're going to start with this. But anyway, thank you for $5 from Ben Schmoder. Hey, Papa. Mr. Hey, Mr. Poopy. Okay, thank you. Is it bad if my entire mental health is based off the success of my favorite sports team? No, that's perfect. Just make sure they don't lose, okay? And then you'll be fine. Anyway, let's start here. So this is a document. This is a group site or gripe site. It's not affiliated with Dan Clancy, which is the CEO of Twitch, blah, 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 blah. You can email him tips. Frankly, I would, I don't know, maybe dye your hair. Let's start with this. Twitch endorsed anti-Semitism. Let's start with Ethan's video. This is Ethan Klein. Ethan really is spearheading this whole thing. I mean, good for him, man. You know?
Hello, everybody. It's Ethan.
Hi,
Klein
Ethan.
From my basement. Beautiful Friday evening.
Oh, very nice. Do you use this, Ethan? Because I never used my home gym. It was just like I had to go to an actual gym just to get to be in that zone. It's like a homework zone. You know, I'm here to homework. I'm here in my room to sleep. You know, it's like that association. I needed to go to a real gym.
My kids just went to sleep, and I opened Reddit to browse my community, who I love so well. And at the top of the subreddit,
you should probably. Maybe you should stop doing that because I know Ethan's the sensitive guy. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like constantly engaging with that, especially Reddit, Twitter, terrible platforms. It's just gonna rot your brain. These people are unhinged psychopaths. People who use those platforms are insane people.
Is this a very lovely clip entitled "Just a Casual Panel Provided by Twitch at their con, broadcasted on their official channel"? What is it? Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and four.
Why? I don't understand why Frogan has any panel in Twitch. She's, like, by every objective metric, the least successful content creator that gets a heavy push I've ever seen in my life. She's uninteresting. She's boring. She's unintelligent. What's the point of her? I don't even get, like, just remove all the, like, remove everything else. She's just boring. She's unsuccessful. I don't really get it. Why is she people, what is happening here? You know, like what's the point of the existence of Frogan?
Of her friends.
Like, really, she really is just like the Keffels, a non-trans Keffels. Like, that's it. Like, what is, like, she's the same thing. Boring. I don't know.
In which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra.
What is Sabra? Is that like a banana or some kind of meat? What is Sabra classic hummus? Is that supposed to be like a Jewish thing?
Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator. And it's
wait, that's really anti-Semitic. Wait, what?
Kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott.
That's like super racist. What? Wait, why did Twitch let them? That's actually insane. Why would that's actually super. I was thinking of Sabaro, yeah. That's actually anti-Semitic. This is instantaneously 30 seconds in way worse than I thought this was ever going to be. This is actually psychotic that Twitch co-signed this. This is actually listen, you guys know me. Usually when I look at this kind of stuff, I'm just like kind of a little like, okay, like I'm a casual observer. This is fucking insane. How does Twitch get away with this? That's wild. Okay. Cool. Jesus.
But they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott. I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And what's
Twitch deleted this VOD from one of their Twitch channels, but it's still on YouTube. I mean, the fact that they even let it happen live is fucking wild, no?
Crazy.
Sabra also means a Jew born in Israel. Is that true?
Is that I've been suspecting that.
Oh, it does. Wait, what the what? Oh, that it also means a Jew born in Israel. What? Oh my God. This is like legit. Sabra, a person. A modern Hebrew term that defines any Jew born in Israel. Oh my God, dude. That's holy Jesus. This is insane. This is wild stuff.
Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem.
Yeah, no kidding. You know what? That's crazy.
Obviously, it started.
I gotta say, when I was doing the whole Hassan react thing, I was reacting to like Ethan talking about Hassan and his big like, stream he dedicated to Hassan. I was like, Ethan should just stop. He should just stop caring about this whole thing. Like, Hassan's a loser. Stop talking about Hassan. Stop talking to Hassan. Don't reference this person. He's obviously not your friend. He thinks that you are a class beneath him because you're Jewish, which I think is obviously disgusting. Ethnic Jews rise up. I'm not quite a Sabra, but dude, what the hell? What is this, dude? Anyway, but and I was like, you should just stop. It sounds like you're whining, blah blah blah. I think I was wrong at this point. I think I was wrong. I mean, I think Ethan, he's spearheading. I think I'm 100% on Ethan's side. I wish he would just say, "You're not my friend anymore, Hassan." A little dainty with that. But outside of that, you gotta. I mean, he seems to be really pushing this movement. You gotta. So I was wrong. Thank you for the $2 from Joshi's Vinyl. Been needing drama slop. Feed me, Papa. I'm ready to feed. Thank you for the $5 from the Unknown Freaks. Capri Sun, he's on the panel. Tweeted, it's not about hummus, yet others want to push. It's just a joke. I feel like, what's the joke? That Jews are the bad. Like, I make edgy jokes all the time, but like, to me, especially with some of the rhetoric that Frogan's been pushing, I mean, she hates Jews, right? Like, I don't hate any Arabic people or Jewish people or any group of people. I'm one of the biggest supporters of Arabic OnlyFans girls in existence. I spend thousands of dollars in relief money anyway. But she seems to like legitimately like hate Jewish people. It's wild.
With Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel.
Yep, true.
Now, they've unbanned Sneeko. Down with the Yahud! Down with the Yahud! And they've just unbanned Fresh and Fit.
Okay.
These are two of the most prolific.
Yeah, and these people have banned people because of their off-platform behavior. So why are they doing this? Like, I've seen Twitch go after people for I forget exactly who, but they've gotten rid of people for their behavior on Twitter and other platforms. So then why would you especially right now, because I don't know too much of what's going on with Sneeko when it comes to like anti-Semitism. I mean, I know he's anti-Semitic. I know he doesn't like Jews, but Myron specifically is horrifically anti-Semitic. He's going into spaces where he's getting called the N-word just so that he can express his hatred of Jewish people. That's how insane Myron is. So why is Twitch allowing these people back onto the platform? And here's my theory, right? I'm a pragmatic guy. I think it's because Twitch is failing as a company. Yeah, Destiny. Why is Destiny still banned? Twitch is failing as a company. They are going by the wayside. I'll name 2 streaming platforms that are going to be better for you as a smaller creator than Twitch: YouTube and TikTok. By I would say every metric. Okay, YouTube is the best really platform. It's consistent in general. They generally consistently apply their rules to people. They have the best support. It's not great, but comparatively. You put all your videos are there. You can do shorts there now. They're expanding those to 3 minutes. It's a comprehensive platform where they're very open about how much you get paid. You get 55% of ad revenue on videos, 45% on shorts. It's a consistent platform. The streaming, in my opinion, better. Stays up forever. You can go and stream on YouTube and you can, put your shorts up and plug it to there. It's a better platform and everybody has a YouTube. So if you're a new creator, like you're not getting organic growth through other platforms. Like, you're not getting organic growth through YouTube. If you're as a streamer, you're not getting organic growth through YouTube or Twitch. You're getting it through TikTok and Instagram and short form content. So why funnel people to Twitch instead of YouTube, where everything can be there? Twitch is just your streams. Everything can be on YouTube. I know Twitch did their own shorts thing. It seems like dog shit garbage. Who cares? So they're getting wasted on that end. I understand there are legacy streamers dual streaming. My advice to you, don't dual stream unless it's going to be TikTok and YouTube, because what is the point? Why funnel people to 2 different platforms to keep it up? I understand why people like Moist Critical, who have a legacy of people on Twitch who feel very invested because they probably have years worth of subs, why he would maintain that platform for those people. But you're not those people. You should just be streaming on YouTube. And when it comes to TikTok, it's literally like the short form audience will have exposure to your stream. So it makes sense to go onto there and dual stream on there and YouTube, right? These make sense. right? This is why I think that Twitch is unbanning all these people, because they're basically Twittering themselves. They're starting to be like, okay, well, I guess because they can make a lot of money from Fresh and Fit, and they can make a lot of money from Sneeko. Let's be absolutely real. But this is just an indicator that they are failing as a company. Because I don't think that Twitch is necessarily anti-Semitic actively and like, oh, we don't like Jews. I think it's more of like, we want money. That's the same thing with Dr. Disrespect. Right, like the exact same thing. I mean, like they only broke contracts off and all this other nonsense because of money. Like, you think that they gave a shit that Dr. Disrespect was talking to some young person? It's all a money thing. That's why Twitch didn't come forward and say like, "Hey, we're banning this person off our platform for A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z." They don't care. They don't care. Right, and I think that's a part of it.
Jew hating creators on the entire internet. And these are the two they've targeted to bring back. Now, taking this all in
That's true. Myron is a hero. He's the only person that could unite the KKK and BLM. True.
in account, here's an officially sanctioned event at TwitchCon. Let's take a look at it and see what exactly is Twitch endorsing here.
Okay. It's the perfect transition to our first person, Hassan.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they're going to put Hassan. I'm going to guess they're going to put him in Arab.
Hassan is Turkish, but he's a brother.
Hassan is the white. Let's be real, okay? Nobody looks at Hassan as otherwise. He's desperately wants to be. Hassan is the guy who wants to be like more ethnic. Let's just be real, okay? He's a white guy. He's a white guy. He's a rich white guy. He's a rich white guy. That's what Hassan is.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coding.
I mean, I would put him in Arab to be honest.
I would put him also in Arab.
I want to guzzle Hassan's sperm.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Austin. Let's go down the line.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's
Who the fuck is Austin?
Lebanese. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Good job. Good job, Austin.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's
Oh, Jewish.
Where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
stand up.
This should be clear. You know, we're not going to pussyfoot around. A Zionist is just somebody who believes that Israel has the right to exist. Okay? Not somebody who thinks that every military action that Israel is engaging in is wrong. Or, excuse me, that is right. I don't think that it's everything that they're doing is right. I'm not super educated on the conflict. But Israel should exist. It has the right to exist. I wish that we can come to a two-state solution where both Israel and Palestine could somehow coexist, and hopefully things could change for the better. Right? We've seen it happen before. We're on pretty good terms with the Germans. I'm German and Jewish. What a conundrum, right? Right? Things can change. That's the best case scenario. Obviously, there have to be compromise on both sides, giving back some land that Israel may have taken from Palestine, et cetera, et cetera. Complicated. I can't, listen, I don't know everything. I can't come up with a solution, but that would be nice. Maybe have like a third party, other countries facilitate like some kind of a border to help maintain some kind of peace. Maybe money to Palestine so they could financially rebuild, hopefully change some of their, anti-women and LGBTQ perspectives. Arranged marriage is a big problem. That's very abusive to women and children that are arranged married from a young age. That's what I'd like to see, right? That would be great. But Israel has the right to exist. They're our strongest Western ally. I really like Western culture. I like the freedom for gays, trans people, women, children, men, workers. It's better. You can criticize your own country. I like it. I believe that Israel's right to exist. It's okay to believe that. That's it. That's it. So, and let's just be clear. I really wouldn't consider, I mean, maybe I'm just ignorant, but I wouldn't consider Israel a fucking ethno-state, considering like 20% of people who live in Israel are fucking Palestinian. So like there's things to criticize, but I feel like some of this is so disproportionate. I think it's like there's like 2 million Palestinians living in Israel who vote, and they can take part in government and et cetera, et cetera. But I believe in Israel's right to exist. I mean, okay. It's not a bad thing. It's okay to say that. Like, we're okay, guys. It's a brave take. Not really. It's just like, I'm tired of people coming in and just screaming of like, well, they did these bad things. Yeah, both sides do horrific things to each other. I feel bad for Palestinian people because, Israel nor Hamas care about their life, because you got Hamas hiding military infrastructure underneath, civilian buildings. It's terrible. Both sides have the right to exist. Sure, I agree with that. Sounds like you have the same views as Ethan. Sure, yeah. Who cares? It's not even a hot take. So Zionist, what people want to say though, is Zionist is some kind of like a Nazi. That's what people like to say Zionism is. It's not. It really isn't. It's not that. So
We're very proud of you, Denim, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys
bro, I'm like 100% on Ethan's side right now. I think I'm torqued up right now.
are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor? And you guys were so kind to sit right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron logo. Like,
I've never really had hummus before. I'm not a very, I don't know.
yeah, I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay. We know Twitch is like place favorites with everything. If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the
True, it's 100% true.
platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcome back with
Well, what information should I update a little bit? Like, what is it that I'm wrong about in what I said? I believe in a two-state solution. Both. I hope we can get to a good spot. What is it the thing that I'm saying that's wrong? Other than people feeling like when they talk about Israel, Palestine, like, what am I saying?
with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. And that's literally all they talk about.
That's true.
I don't know.
Dude, you know what Zionism is? Just when you think Israel has a right to exist. That's it. That's all it is. People want Zionism to mean when you think that everything that Israel does is justifiable. That's not what it is.
Say, you know, I kind of I've been put in this position where like I watch this clip and I'm like, what the fuck am I actually watching? This is mad. I need to say something. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom, they deserve to know.
It's because the left doesn't really care about anti-Semitism right now. You just saw the instances of that's what it is. Like people who complains the most, the left. They're annoying. They are very annoying. By the way, not always bad. They don't care about anti-Semitism. That's why nobody really cares about anti-Semitism, right? That's what it comes like. The left and the right, both extraordinarily anti-Semitic. Just to be clear, all right?
You know, I know Capcom put in a Shmueli the Rabbi in the next Street Fighter game, who attacks with dreidels and throws foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're going to have to ask them. That's it. Enjoy the weekend. I know there's going to be lots of obfuscating and excuses for this video. And, you know, let's be real, guys.
Wanting a two-state is delusional. So what's the solution? What do you do instead of a two-state solution? You know what I mean? You say it's delusional. What's the solution then?
Let's just look at this optically. Imagine this flipped. Super Jew and colonizer on the bottom, right? And I go, Frogan, we know where she goes. She goes to the bottom. Like, let's be fucking real, okay? No one else would get that treatment. So don't even try to pretend or act like this is some innocent little mistake. And that one of the guys there is Jewish. I just don't care. I'm glad you have a Jewish friend. That's very nice. But at the end of the day, let's get real, okay? Get your shit together.
True. I think I'm 100% on Ethan's side. Thank you for the small guy from Nathan Bose. Incredible stuff. All right, so the next thing that we got is Twitch silently banned the entire country of Israel in October 2023. Ban is still active today. We got now, of course, I can read this. I had it translated to English, so now I'm upset. I don't even know if I am able to read it now. I just had it translated to English. It took me like an hour to figure it out. My understanding, because I don't want to be like lying or anything, is that they did this to both people from Israel and Palestine because there was a lot of like videos of dead people. I don't even know if I could read this because it's not translating correctly. They had like a lot of videos of different. I might not be able to read this article, but they had like they were afraid of people posting particular videos. I might not be able to actually read through this. I skimmed through it. It's nothing that like we necessarily need to read, so it'll be okay. Unless you guys can read a bunch of the I don't know hieroglyphics. Unfortunate. Click the Spanish and change it to Hebrew. What? All right, I could read that. What are you talking about, dude? It is what it is. Maybe we'll be able to fix this on the side at some point. Let me see something. I got it to work, guys. All you had to do is set it from English to English. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. I did it. I fixed it. I'm an internet genius. All right, so here we go. We got this article from Ynet. Israelis banned. Anti-Semites return? ? The streaming platform is controversial. Israelis who tried to sign up for the popular social network Twitch from Amazon in recent days discovered to their surprise, missing a comma, that they were receiving an inexplicable error message. At the same time, during a conference of the platform, a panel was held between several content creators in which claims were made that could easily be considered anti-Semitic. All of these, as well as the return of particularly problematic streamers, raise disturbing questions. We got it, dude! Thank you for the $5 from Jado. Wondering how many times it'll take Ethan making the same mistakes before he realizes that he's a terrible taste in friends. True. Maybe let's go, Ethan. Let's just be friends, okay? I'll help you use that home gym. Does Amazon's Twitch, the world's most popular stream platform for gamers, have a serious anti-Semitism or at least anti-Israel problem? Yeah, they have a serious caring more about money problem. This is what it looks like based on a series of events that seems to indicate the direction the social network is going. Wow. The first event is fresh from today, Sunday, but it's Monday. Israeli users who tried to register for the platform reported receiving an error message when registering via email. Again, my understanding is that this is something that's happening to both people in Israel and Palestine, but maybe it's we'll have to read more and see if that's like 100% true. Because my understanding is their argument was like, hey, listen, there were a lot of people uploading gore videos of like death and stuff, and we didn't want that on our platform. Or simply a lack of response. If they tried to register using a phone number with an Israeli prefix, from our testing, it is indeed not possible to register with an Israeli IP address or phone number, but registration through other countries works fine. After publication, Twitch issued clarification message on platform's official X account. They wrote, following the attacks that occurred on October 7, 2023, we have temporarily disabled registrations with email verification. In Israel and Palestine. We did this to prevent uploads of a graphic material. My understanding, did Twitch unban the Houthi pirate, by the way? Did Twitch unban the Houthi pirate? I'm just wondering. Okay. All Palestinians' IPs are from Israel's IPs? Interesting. We did this to prevent uploads of graphic material related to the attack and to protect the safety of users. Registration was not disabled, and we continue to see registration from both regions. Users could choose to register with phone verification. It should be noted that when we tried to register with the phone verification, it didn't work at all. Devices we tried. Okay, sounds like they're not even, they're lying. They unbanned the Houthi terrorist pirate. Wow, that's fucking crazy. They actually just rebanned him? Dude, they're folding to the pressure. Oh my God. We have learned that by mistake, we did not re-enable the registration. How is that a mistake? I don't believe that's a mistake. So that's the problem, but they mistakenly didn't re-enable the registration. How do you there's no way they made a mistake like that. Like, I feel like they'd be getting so many like people messaging them like, hey, I'm having a problem using this, that they would be like, oh, yep, that's a problem. That's no way. Using the email verification for those areas, we deeply regret this unacceptable omission and the confusion it has caused. We fixed the issue, which means all affected users can now sign up with their email. We've also heard that concerns have been raised about whether our community guidelines apply to all content on the service. We continue to enforce our rules as consistently as possible, actively reviewing content and taking enforcement action if necessary. Wow. So that's what this was. So I read through a little bit of this. And this is where I saw it. Update. This is from Nicholas Diorio. Twitch posted this and then promptly unbanned the terrorist. Wow, incredible. This is incredible stuff. Twitch is taking a fucking stone cold stunner to the balls. The second event that can be voted on was uploaded by the American Jewish YouTuber and podcaster Ethan Klein. I don't know what that means. Voted on? I think it's just a mistranslation. According to Klein during platform. Yeah, we just watched this. So we just watched this video. We stand with Ethan Klein. We stand with Ethan Klein, guys. Okay, Jewish lives matter. True stuff. But that's not even the main or only change happening here. Recently, two problematic content. Yes, we talked about Sneeko. We already talked about Sneeko and Myron getting pulled back in. They have this. What the fuck is this? Yeah, we already know about all that. Very anti-Semitic. They're taking some heat, rightfully so, by the way. At the same time, the streamer Zach Hoyt, known as Asmongold, was recently expelled from Twitch after he was caught making an anti-Palestinian and anti-Muslim statement. Now, just to be clear, Asmongold, in my opinion, deserved it, because here's why. I've said this before. I will say it again very clear. I think it's perfectly fine to struggle to find empathy for non-Western countries from my perspective. It's hard for me to empathize a lot with like Israel, like the country of Palestine, specifically when it comes to them having absolutely no positive rights for gay people, trans people, women, children. Yeah, it bothers me. I don't particularly care for them. It's hard to find some empathy when it comes to just a lot of countries that don't have Western values like that. Now, it's still horrible that people are dying, right? Obviously, it's some kind of a war that's going on between the two. It's very complicated. But that's not what Asmongold said. Asmongold expressed, really, I would say, a dehumanization. There's a difference between having a little less empathy for a group versus like what it sounded like was him justifying them being killed, which is not true. They don't deserve to die, right? I don't think conservatives deserve to die, even though they're very stupid for voting Trump. You know, I don't think that Palestinians deserve to die for having values that I don't agree with, right? And that's the issue. Right, so I believe he deserves that ban because what it sounded like to me was almost dog whistling that Palestinian people deserve to die, which they don't. Right? So that's really the issue there. This after he claimed that the statements of Muslims about genocide do not hold water if you take into account their Islamic Sharia law. Genocide itself, the statement was all right, blah, 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 blah. Either way, this shows that Twitch cares deeply more about Palestinians than Israeli people, in my opinion. I mean, they should have banned Frogan. They should have kept Myron and Sneeko banned. I mean, it literally is just like public pressure. They're trying to make money. They're doing whatever they feel like they can get away with. So they deserve tremendous amounts of backlash for that. It is not possible to determine with certainty if this is a targeted policy, but it's not hard to wonder if there is a hand directed from above. According to Klein, the CEO of Twitch himself, Dan Clancy, is not a fan of Zion. According to him, Clancy is a fan of one of the more political streamers on his network, Hasanabi, who did not hesitate to post videos of direct support for Houthis' terrorists' actions, just to be clear. Okay. Incredible stuff. What is an ad? The fuck out of here. The same Hasanabi whose real name is Hassan Picker. I think they got that wrong. I think that might be a translation. An American of Turkish origin has often been caught in distribution of fake news. It's hard not to be amazed at all these coincidences and not even wonder about Twitch's approach to everything related to Israel and Jews. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that some politics are dripping through. It seems it's clear to me that it seems to be more justified to be anti-Semitic than anti anything else on Twitch's platform. Pretty disgusting. So even white people are doing better than the Jews. Jewish people are white, but we were separating it because if you say cracker with a hard R on Twitch, they'll ban you. But if you do a tier list where you rate Jews as bad, then that is apparently acceptable. So, yeah, man, I mean, Hassan is just constantly pushing misinformation. It's all anti-Western misinformation. I mean, what did he do when it came to Russia? Russia was, historically has starved out and genocided people in Ukraine and then implanted Russians. And then Hassan's like, oh, they deserve to take some of this land back because there are Russians there, right? This is what Hassan does. He just hates the West. He hates the West. That's literally all it is. It's his white privilege, guys. It's his white privilege. Anyway, then there's more. Hassan using an ethnic slur against Jews. I watched this already. He uses the term pig dog. Now, I don't know if that... I've seen some people say that's an anti-Semitic slur. Apparently, that's a popular German word that's also amounts to calling somebody an asshole. So I don't know if this is necessarily intentionally anti-Semitic. It might be, though. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, considering Hassan seems to hate Jews, right? Let's just be clear. I did watch Flat Out Denies the Rapes happened by Hamas. I've seen this clip. I don't think that we need to watch this, but, we could throw it up for a second, And
peace.
What rapes did Hezbollah do? Bro, what rapes did Hamas do? What are you talking about? Like, there is one instance in captivity that we have actually gotten verifiable evidence.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate reality that when war happens, the rape happens too. It's a terrible, horrific thing. I'm not sure it was happening in both directions, but yeah, terrible thing. I see him constantly vehemently denying it. Here's another instance of him denying that it happened. It's him like kind of laughing when he hears it from Kamala Harris.
October 7th, 1,200 people were massacred. Many young people who were simply attending a music festival. Women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel...
Damn, must have been a Diddy party. Terrible stuff. That's Hassan laughing.
Has a right to defend itself.
He's laughing at Jewish people getting raped because he doesn't really care. He has no sympathy for Jews or empathy for Jews. This is where I remember where Hassan said it's okay to rape rich women.
At least Patrick Henry College is like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these fucking billionaire WASP fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other millionaire failed daughters is like in some respects.
Yeah. It's just him being too cavalier about women getting raped. This is just Dan wishing a happy birthday to Hassan Piker. Hassan's far leftist. This is Hassan calling for violence. This is him saying kill landlords. This is Hassan saying that if the rapes did happen, he doesn't care.
A right to live fucking free lives, free from this occupation. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen on October 7th. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
Yeah, so it's a lot of a lack of empathy for Jews. That's really what it comes down to, right? Here's him threatening a U.S. senator with some kind of a gun thing. I don't know how he didn't get banned for this. This is some of his Twitch chat. I don't even know if I could show this. Zionists are dogs, yada yada yada. People are very comfortable saying that Jews are bad in his chat. We already know that. He has some cool takes on Russia. This is what I was talking about before.
So annexation of Crimea and the war in Donbass were not invasions. Got it. Donbass is different than Crimea, and Crimea is an annexation that is, in my opinion, justifiable. It is a part of Russia, okay? You might not believe it. The people of Crimea agree with it, so I don't give a fuck.
Right, so this is, just to be clear, historically, Russia has engaged in killing people there and implanting Russians so that they could say, hey, look, the Russians are here. We should get it back. That's just, so Hassan's just very unintelligent when it comes to that. Hassan laughing with a terrorist. That's the Houthi pirate. Hassan being racist towards Cubans is probably calling Destiny a slur. I don't really, these are other anti-Semitic pieces of shit, I'm assuming. We don't need to really watch through that because we want to get on to watching, the bit of Hassan. Not that. Not this either. We want to move on to watching this. What's happening with Ethan and Frogan? Hasanabi reacts. So I believe this is in response to that. And then we might watch Destiny.
Klein lied again and said myself. I think Klein lied again and said myself. Arabs on our guest at a tier list where good equals Arab, Jew equals bad. Which
That's exactly what Frogan did. That's exactly what's happening. Why do we? I feel like we gotta stop taking Frogan seriously. She's worthless. Like I really don't understand. Like what is it that Frogan does that's like, wow, what an impressive content creator? I don't even get why she can't, like, she doesn't make anybody money, which is actually a good point as to like maybe Twitch does hate Jews because like they're putting somebody that doesn't even make them money on their platform in such a significant way. I don't know. Okay.
which isn't what happened. Our tier list was who has a Habibi pass, which is a meme tier list we did with a variety of creators. Here's the clip with the content.
All right.
But we are going to tier list them, and we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't.
Great. Okay.
Performance.
I don't know why we're starting here, but
Controversial. Israelis who tried to sign up for Amazon's popular social network Twitch in recent days discovered to their surprise that they are receiving an inexplicable error message. Wait, what the? At the same time, during a conference at the platform, a panel was held between several content creators in which claims were made that could easily be considered. All these, as well as the return of particularly problematic streamers, raises disturbing questions. The second event that could even be voted uploaded by American Jewish YouTuber and podcast Ethan Klein a few days ago, according to Klein, during the platform's TwitchCon conference, a panel was held between
we read through this, so we don't necessarily need to engage with this too intensely.
a number of content creators, some of whom are of Muslim origin, in which they all rated all kinds of network stations to a scale
I'm just curious as to Hassan's very balanced take on this topic.
of values that went to Arab to Sabra enthusiasts, the American version of hummus. What the? Why is Ynet writing about this? This is so funny. Someone made this article to bait you. Brother, it's bait. Control F Hassan. Wait, I'm in this article? There ain't no way they wrote about me. It is not possible to determine with certainty if this is a targeted policy, but it's not hard.
I like how their audience like, oh, they just made this article to bait you. It's just a way to kind of like dismiss like any valid criticism.
Hard to wonder, oh my God, they did talk about me. According to Klein, the CEO of Twitch, Deck Clancy, is not a fan of Zion. According to him, Clancy is a fan of one of the more political streamers on the network, Hassan Abi, who did not hesitate to post videos of direct support of the Houthis in action in Yemen. For example, the same Hassan Abi, whose real name is Hassan Picker, an American of Turkish origin, has often been caught in the distribution of fake news. It's hard not to be amazed at all these coincidences and not wonder about Twitch's approach to everything related to Israel and the Jews. I mean, for the record, this is insane. Like, what do you mean they are banning Israelis? Like, I have hella Israelis in my chat. Like, you banned that baiter? You are banned that baiter? What do you mean it's bait? Is this not like a real Ynet article? Like, no, it is, isn't it? What do you mean it's bait? What are you guys talking about? It's not bait. It's a real article from, is it a fake article? No, it's a real Ynet article. Apparently new signups are not, no, they're preventing new Israeli account signups. Why would they do that? There's got to be some.
It was in the article. It says it in the article. How does he not know? It says in the article that they were supposedly doing it to stop the distribution of like graphic content. It is in the article that he just read.
Some reason for it. Maybe there's like a mass influx of signups that came from like one specific area or something and it triggered like a auto protection to like stop bots.
You could just read the response.
Or something. Like there's no way. Israeli chatter, please test signing up on a stock account to find out. Yeah. It's completely fake and just a rumor Twitter users started. They get like 50K likes and then no Israelis actually confirm it. Is it the combat brigade fake accounts? I don't know. But
it's in the article as the reason why.
There are accounts from Israel in here right now. And also, not only are there accounts from Israel, there's accounts from occupied West Bank as well. Like I have audience members that are literally Israeli. I have audience members that are also in the West Bank. But this would be ridiculous. If this is true, it's completely unacceptable. It is, yeah, like, I mean, what the error they probably encounter. New Israeli users can make Twitch accounts. It's actually true. However, I think it's more of a Twitch oversight than stupidity rather than some grand new plan. Yeah.
Well, no, their rationale makes sense, but the fact that they supposedly forgot to undo that does not make any sense to me.
No, the article is real. I don't know if the information is real at all. Stop saying watch the URL. I think this is a real Ynet opinion piece. I wish that we had time with an OO in here. Maybe he's been banned. Yeah, this is a real article that was written on.
Oh, you know what? Maybe Twitch didn't make that response yet. Maybe it wasn't in the article at that point, actually, thinking about it. Maybe it wasn't quite in the article yet because he's watching it yesterday. And so maybe I watched like an edited in part. That could be what it is.
Yeah. Also, when they're talking about return, I don't think they're talking about me. I think they're even Ynet still has like some level of responsibility to the truth. I think they're probably talking about Sneeko and also Fresh and Fit, which is a valid thing to criticize Twitch for 100%. So,
Thanks.
you know, it's nutty. It's ridiculous. I'm here. It's not working. No, but if you are an account, if you're an account from Israel that you already had an account, I suspect that you're like they're not doing like a geo ban or anything like they maybe don't. They're not allowing, I don't know, they're not allowing the new accounts coming from Israel to sign up or something. I don't know. I can send the error message. It said not eligible to sign up. This is allegedly what they see. Protected registry, blocked country IP. That's weird. It's probably related to mass amounts of bots out of there. It's just a nuclear option until they found out a better filter method. It's well known that Israeli bot farms are huge right now. Yeah. That could probably be the reason. Israel and Palestine use the same ISP, so this would mean new Palestinian accounts are banned too. Yeah. Why is it unacceptable if it's for BDSM? What are you, stupid? Like, there are hella Israeli Jewish chatters in here. What the kind of dumb is this? BDS doesn't, it's not BDS, dumbass. That's not how this works, okay? Like, what are we doing here? What is happening? I think sometimes people do get feverish in the way that they understand how things work and do end up leaning into the meme of this community from the outside, the way that they present people, the way that they present my community on the outside when they clip out of context. Some of you are just stupid, and I don't think people have that capacity. They just think everyone is just like vitriolic and virulent or something. They just see everything as black and white. Why are we even covering this? I mean, it's a pretty big deal if this is real. What do you mean? Why are we even covering
if this is real? Is real?
It's pretty common, at least in my work, to just block whole IP blocks when we get slammed by them. So bot mitigation thing makes sense. It's pretty common. Yeah. I suspect part of it is I mean, if this is a real thing that is happening, and some Israeli chatters have said that it is happening. Twitch support followed up with someone allegedly and confirmed not allowed to sign up. What is this? Twitch support response to the Israel block confirms that they're not eligible in creating a Twitch account. Why are we linking like Destiny's community here? It's not because of Twitch being laws, definitely some technical issues. Yeah, it most likely is. I don't think that, yes, guys, I don't think that an Amazon subsidiary is like, yeah, we are hardlines, and that's why we're going to block new Israeli accounts from being signed up. That would be anything to do regardless, okay? That would be an unimaginably stupid thing to do regardless, okay? And yes, a company sponsored by Chevron, I don't think is going to be making these bold declarations. You have to be a real to be like, no, they deliberately are IP blocking exclusively Jewish people living in Israel or something. You know, in any case, I had the same thing happen in Turkey. I couldn't get into AT&T or my ISP because of all that they should have told me to use a VPN on the phone. They auto-filter Turkish IPs. Yeah. Takma. Normal Shay. Yeah, that's fine. What do you mean? That's perfectly fine. I don't understand. No, it's fine. What a ridiculous what a not insignificant amount of Amazon employees, gotta be what? No. Actually, interesting point. Could Israel block on their end? I don't know, but I don't know what's going on.
All right, is this him just saying I don't know about the IP? Is there anything of substance here? Okay, let's get to the Frogan part.
Again, and said myself, Arabs on our guest at a tier list were good equals Arab, Jew equals bad, which isn't what happened. Our tier list was who has a Habibi pass, which is a meme tier list we did with a variety of creators.
Yeah, no. So they did a Jew good, Jew bad, and then a Muslim good or Arab good. That was exactly what that was. There's no other interpretation of that. So any defense of that, it's obviously wrong.
Here's the clip with the content.
All right.
But we are going to tier list them, and we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't.
And also, we have tiers. We have Arab coded. They ask permission to say Habibi. Like you got like white guys like, can I say it? Is it a slur?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have thinks it's a slur, where it's like a white person that really they're like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm so sorry. And then love Sabra, which is they're not Arab coded at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be because they're Jewish. Okay. Let's see what Hassan says. Not only does Sabra mean Jewish, born in Israel, Jew born in Israel, but it's also a very popular hummus brand from Israel. So there's no justifying this. Like, this is obviously like anti-Semitic. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, Sabra hummus, which is literally the hummus you can get and has been on BDS lists regardless for many, many years. Yeah, it's trash hummus. It implies that you're white, as in you don't eat good hummus. That's the whole point.
No, it's not. Nope. No. Well, I guess that makes more sense. Go from it's anti-Jewish to anti-white. No, that's not what it is. Hassan is obviously running defense. He's out of his fuck. He's holy fuck, dude. He's full of shit. He's doing the anti-Semitism, dude.
Dude, what the?
Oh my god. What a shocker.
What are we doing? What is this? What the fuck is going on? This is a meme because Casey Tron joked that when she first heard Habibi, she thought it was a slur she couldn't say, and they are continuing the meme. It was to make fun of that. This is just a huge lie from Destiny's community. What is happening?
No, this is real, dude. I mean, I'm not surprised, but like him coming up with some dumb bullshit fucking arguments actually fucking crazy. Oh my god.
I like that basically the level of like hyper targeting someone such as myself has now moved on to like every other content creator
Bro.
that is Muslim or Muslim adjacent to imply that
If this was any other group that people were dog whistling against, Hassan would have been like, oh my God, this is a dog whistle. But because it's Jews, it's like, nah, it's not a dog whistle, guys. You're being ridiculous. What are you talking about? If anybody did some kind of dog whistle against like black people, he would have been fucking shitting his pants. Rightfully so, by the way. But because it's fucking Jews, he doesn't care at all. This is actually crazy. Like if I'm not, listen, just for context, guys. If the bottom of the tier list, if the tier list went from like the best was golf shorts and the worst was loving fried chicken, what do you think? Would anybody think that that's a racist dog whistle? Would anybody think that that's a racist dog whistle? Like probably we could read between the lines on that one. Okay, this is fucking crazy. What a scumbag! Holy fuck!
that they are always being, despite the fact that there is a Jewish co-host on the pod. No, apparently it means a Jew born in Israel, and it's an extremely tier list. So like when they say Jew born in Israel, they're saying like whoever they chose to be in the loves Sabra, they mean like they are a Jew born in Israel. That's an insane thing. I didn't even know that that's what that means.
Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. It doesn't matter if you know. Now that you know, what do you think?
And I feel like Sabra also means Jew.
Oh no, he's just gonna say, well, guys didn't know that, so they must not have known that. Get the fuck out of here.
Person born in Israel. So it's people looking when it's clearly about the hummus. Yeah, but that also doesn't like grammatically it doesn't make sense. Loves Jew born in Israel. Is
no, I'm not accepting these bullshit. I'm just not accepting this excuse. Hassan lies all the time. I'm not accepting this excuse. I don't care if he knew or not. This is anti-Semitic. We know it's anti-Semitic. People dog whistle this shit all the time in every direction. But all of a sudden, because it's dog whistling against Jews, we're just not going to give a fuck. Like, okay, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. There's no goddamn way. There's just no fucking way. We're just not going to accept this. This is ridiculous.
You think that they were saying?
Yes, obviously.
So
Obviously,
like
yes.
Michael from Pennsylvania, Sneeko, Asmongold, Jinxie, Denims. I don't know who this guy is. They're all like, what? How does this make any sense whatsoever? This is what Capri said. We actually put Love Sabra on the list because I wanted to remind the panel of the time my people massacred my mother's people in Sabra and Shatila. It has nothing to do with ass store-bought hummus and has everything to do with a deeper meaning. Yeah, this is obviously sarcastic. He's saying his people massacred his mother's people in Sabra and Shatila. What? This is, oh my God. Oh my God. They want to force you and your friends out of the platform. Why are you giving this so much attention, Jesus Christ? Yeah, he replied to the explanation and called him Candace Owens for being Jewish and on this podcast. That's gross, man. That is gross. That is also literally to be like, oh, you're tokenizing yourself as though Jews and non-Jews are like diametrically opposed to one another's existence is an insane, like that is insanely, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Faraf had comments calling him a capo. That is kind of weird to be sarcastic in that circumstance. Are you that stupid that you don't understand? His is a Christian Lebanese man. He's saying very clearly, obviously, it's not about Sabra and Shatila. This is, what do you mean? It's very weird to be sarcastic about this. This is not a serious thing at all. What are you talking about? I thought that we had moved past this point with like Jonathan Glazer and his statement after receiving an Oscar for Zone of Interest. And then like Hollywood letter writing campaigns occur where they were like, you piece of, how dare you?
This just doesn't make any sense because the top of the tier list is, hey, you're Arab. And the bottom of the tier list is hummus. That doesn't even make sense. It's very clear that this is meant to be an anti-Semitic dog whistle. They obviously cannot say the quiet part out loud. That's literally all it is. That's why it's so indirect. That's why it's called a dog whistle. That's literally what it is. It's like when Donald Trump's like, they're sending their worst over here. That's why people interpret that as a dog whistle, because they're just like, oh, you're sending, people of different ethnicities over here. It's dog whistling. That's what we know what this is. Like we know what this is. All of a sudden now we don't. The fuck out of here.
You equate
I'm gonna
die. The Holocaust and the indifference that like average Israeli society has over Gaza to Germans participating in the Holocaust. Like, how dare you say that? Which is what they said to, again, the son of Holocaust survivors. This is actually nutty. I don't know how to begin to explain how silly this is. Like, this is
this is so silly. This is. I mean, like, listen, it's totally possible he doesn't know what's going on. Doubtful. I honestly doubt it. I think he's pretending that he's stupid in this instance. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. I don't believe it. Thank you for $5 from Darky Sharky. Welcome to camp. I don't know what the fuck that is. Navarro. So you're the replacement. You're out of uniform soldier. What is your power armor? Oh, okay.
Clearly sarcasm.
Is that a Fallout reference?
And the reason why Capri Sun Poppy is clearly being sarcastic in this circumstance is because it is a false interpretation of a very common joke, which is that Sabra hummus, it's the easiest thing to boycott on the BDS list. Because it also is...
Because what, it's Jewish? Like, I don't... What are you talking about?
Dog, it's just bad.
So it's gone from it's really bad to now it is Jewish. Because why would you protest to it? Because it's it's very popular in Israel? Like, what are you talking about?
It tastes awful. Here's a thing that a lot of people do that is very frustrating.
Okay.
When you have dialed in on someone you have declared an ideological opponent, liberals do this, leftists do this, and Republicans do this professionally. Reactionaries do this professionally.
I'm literally
when you have
joking right
declared someone an ideological opponent of yourself, there is no room for sarcasm, jokes, humor whatsoever.
No.
Every single thing that a person brings up, whether it is in a humorous fashion, will be treated with the utmost severity and utmost.
It doesn't matter if it's a joke. And like Hassan would say these same things about like Nick Fuentes, okay? Something being a joke doesn't justify doing it. It's about the intentionality of a joke, right? I make edgy jokes all the time. I have zero ill will towards any groups that I make a joke about, okay? That's it. That's literally what it comes down to. But Hassan, like, and he'll say that if it's any other group, but now that it's Jews, he's not even saying like, you know what? Because here's the best response you give. You know what? I don't think that they meant anything anti-Semitic by that. But considering what's going on right now in the political climate, I think that you should stay away from those jokes because you don't want to be associated with anti-Semitic dog whistling. That's what you could say to be like, to be more supportive of your fucking moron friends there. But he's not saying that. He's like, no, it's definitely a joke. Like you guys are not only is it just a joke, you guys are pushing misinformation by getting offended by this. That's what it boils down to. That's what he's saying.
Crowd control.
This is fucking insane.
Most sincerity. You said this specifically because of...
You don't watch Shorts, but I'm super funny. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Whatever, I will not listen to whatever reason you give me, and I will make up my own mind about the reasoning, and that even if...
Why would you listen to somebody? Like, Frogan is a worthless piece of shit who obviously like hates Jewish people. Why would I ever listen to her take on anything?
Even if you explain it or sarcastically say, of course it's not the reason why we named it Love Sabra. This is the reason why we named it Sabra.
It's very clear it's a dog whistle.
Sabra, specifically.
Enough is enough.
Okay?
Enough
It'll
is
be like, nah, he's not
enough,
even being
dude.
sarcastic. He's being for real, actually. This is not
Yes.
sarcastic. This is a real statement. The statement itself does not even make sense if you treat it seriously.
How does it not make sense? From Arab being the best to being born in Israel being the worst? Like, this is how you know he's lying, because even what are we talking about? How does it not make sense?
Okay? The statement right here does not make sense.
How?
What is this? Ethan,
What doesn't make sense about
self-proclaimed
it?
comedian forgot what sarcasm and jokes were. The suspects can't get their story straight. Oh my lord, dude. We actually put Love Sabra on the list because I wanted to remind the panel of the time my people massacred my mother's people in Sabra and Shatila. Caprice on Poppy's is a Lebanese Christian. Caprice on Poppy's mother is a Muslim Palestinian. If you know anything about the Sabra and Shatila massacres, it was the Phalangist ultra-right Christian militias that slaughtered the Palestinian and the Palestinian refugees living in Sabra and Shatila alongside many other Lebanese civilians in general. Okay? Here's what H had to say about Roth making the tier list. Such an obvious reaction. Candace Owens is Blair White is transphobic, and you can add yourself to the list. You can't use this as an excuse to say whatever you want about Jewish people. That doesn't work for other races, and y'all seem to understand that. But when talking about Jewish people, you suddenly unlearn everything you know about microaggressions, inclusion, and political correctness.
True. Ethan is based. Based Ethan Klein. Based, dude. I don't know what else to say. That's all it comes down to.
These fucks are so... I'm the one who made the list on who can say Habibi, and they try to spin this as Frogan ranking people from Arab to Jew. Keep Jews out of your mouth. They're so...
That is what it is. That is what it is.
Jewish weaponizing like this. Wait, like saying that Roth is automatically a Candace Owens style individual and is like deeply for making a joke tier list that is not, it does not read as like a serious, like I'm sorry, I can't lose sleep over this no matter how hard.
So then why did Twitch take it down? If it's not anti-Semitic. What do you mean?
People try to prime it. Like this doesn't even read.
Dude, I'm all over Ethan Klein right now, dude. I'm done with this shit. I'm all W fucking Ethan, dude. W Ethan.
Anywhere near as like problematic as the way that people are trying to present it.
How did I
Unless
die?
you are so primed into an assumption that like every single person that's Arab is automatically what the...
I love how Hassan's first reaction is to dismiss everything and not be like, this sounds interesting. Let me look into it. First reaction is to dismiss the fuck out of it. Don't you like that?
Of course, the brigadier communities are just going to lie about everything and try to push it hard if it's for Diaz and your ex-podcast buddy communities. Yeah, it wasn't an Arab to Jew tier list at all.
It was.
More so who is Arab coded versus who is further from Arab coded. This is...
Okay, Hassan.
This is frustrating, man. And it's kind of...
This is so frustrating, bro.
Sad because...
See, misinformation is so hard nowadays. Ugh.
Like, there's not really anything you can say against it because I know the broader reception to this kind of stuff is from an audience that is already going to be tuned into being... is going to specifically be, oh yeah, like that tracks. Arabs do have that gene in them.
What the fuck are you talking about? Arabs having a gene in them? He's taking it so far for no reason, just on purpose. This isn't about like Arab people being bad. Arab people aren't bad people. This is about Frogan specifically and another panel of people on Twitch using a tier list that is explicitly Arab to a dog whistle anti-Semitism. That's what it is. And if it was any other group or community, Hassan would be guzzling the cum out of it and going off on a fucking tirade. But because it's Jews, he's not even close to caring about listening.
Muslims do have that gene in them. So this
What
kind
are you talking about, dude? Get the fuck out of here.
like nefarious, dare I say, cynical framing.
Yeah, okay. So he's making the argument that that people who agree that this is anti-Semitic, because it is, by the way, hate Arab people. No, of course not. What are you talking about? They have some of the. Have you guys ever heard of Mia Khalifa? How could I hate that?
Of something that
How could I hate those two?
that is totally permissible,
I die again, bro. I'm gonna
totally
fucking shit.
appropriate, is being is being used to make it seem like it's something that it's not. And I've seen it so many times throughout my career with Ilhan Omar. There's also what was her name? One of the leaders of the Women's March, Linda Sarsour. Like anytime there is a prominent Muslim activist or any sort of like prominent Muslim person,
Frogan's not an activist. Frogan's a moron.
gets even a little bit of spotlight, and they are for understandable reasons. They get fucking
what?
They get happens all the goddamn time. It's that you can't explain how much that tier list is. Wait, what do you mean? That list is why? Why is this list?
What is he internalizing right now?
Yeah, and it's like, and this is the other side of the equation where it's like, anytime stuff like this happens, of course, there is a...
Anytime anybody criticizes somebody for being anti-Semitic, it's because they're actually anti-Muslim. that's what it is, guys. I figured it out. Okay, now it makes sense.
Flood of every time something like this happens, there's a flood of, like, what the...
What are you talking about, bro?
Grill yourself. You rat. Hey, I would never argue for that. I think it's ridiculous. As a matter of fact, I've argued...
Why is this skipping around so much?
Against that, specifically with Sneeko. Anyway, don't give any more attention to any kind of...
It seems like Hassan will only take the like the easy fights. It's like Sneeko is explicitly anti-Semitic. So you know what? That's bad. But Frogan being dog whistly anti-Semitic, actually, I'm gonna defend that one. That's what it just seems like to me.
Like mass targeting and like mass campaigning initiatives that you might have seen that these people are doing, because all you're doing is like giving it more breathing room. The way you know it's only a PR battle, they started harassing journalists that published articles on you. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know what to do.
You know how you know it's a PR battle? Because they criticize you too, Hassan, and you're just like perfect. So obviously there's nothing to criticize, right? What?
Do about it? Like, I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. It's pretty crazy. Like, what do you do? What do you do when like a straight up cult has thousands of extremely online fans that spend every waking moment trying to make my life a living hell?
I mean, that's your community, though. So like, what are you talking about?
Trying to make people within my periphery and their lives a living hell. You know, like there's not really anything you can do.
Twitch has been blocking the...
Okay. Well, obviously, Hassan knows what's happening. He knows what he's doing. I'm tired of the useful, like, well, maybe he doesn't understand. He understands what he's doing. And he's doing it on purpose because he doesn't care. And he doesn't care about Jewish people. That's what it comes down to. That's why he let his community harass the fuck out of Ethan Klein when they were still supposedly friends, because he doesn't actually care about what's going on. He doesn't care about his supposed friends. He just cares about making as much money as possible and pushing an anti-Western perspective. That's literally it. Thank you for the $5 from No Pale Jesus. Hey, Papa God. Why are you calling us on anti-Semitic? Don't you know he's also... Okay, I'm not reading that because I'm... Okay, incredible. I love you, brother. But I'm not reading that. Just in case. Okay? Just in case. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm gonna watch Destiny's video because now I'm pretty glued in and invested in this. So I'm gonna fucking like see what else we got here.
The creation of accounts from Israel? Wait, what the f is happening? This guy shot an email to Twitch support saying, hey, I'm gonna create an account because I'm Israeli. And then Twitch support says, hey, blocked country IP? We are very angry. I recently found out that there's no option to open a Twitch account because they blocked us. This guy's complaining about it too. I guess nobody gave a fuck. Nobody.
What is it about Twitch as a company that fucks?
Yeah, there's just no way that Twitch like made this mistake for as long as they're like, oh, we accidentally didn't undo the mistake. Oh, okay.
That makes it so these kinds of people are enabled. Wait, do they do geobans in like war-related locations?
No.
So
Ukraine, no Russia, nothing.
Russia?
Nope. I'm also starting to feel, I'm getting weird feelings now because that veteran that Frogan said is legitimately gross.
Thank you for the $2 from Here for the Memes. His last comment there is referring to Destiny. Probably, because he's fucking obsessed with Destiny. Because Destiny's obviously better than Hassan.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distressing.
I just don't get it. Look at this. I couldn't... dude, this looks like a failed Sesame Street puppet. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Come on, dude.
Thank you so much. I will never have any pity for any fucking soldiers. The U.S. military? Boof.
I feel bad for U.S. military soldiers that weaponized to do the dirty work of fucking corporations in America sometimes. Let's be fucking real.
And who? I hope you get PTSD.
Okay. Cool.
Here are issues now. Here's stupid shit that's happening now, okay? The veteran shit that Frogan said was gross. So now, like Donut Operator and some of these conservatards are jumping on.
I wonder, I hear her say that and I care so little. Not because I don't care about soldiers. I just like, she's so worthless. You know what I mean? And I've really been trying to go with this mantra. I forgot who said it. It was some guy. He might have even been a little red pill, but he said something like, if you wouldn't take advice from the person, why do you care about what they have to say? And it's like, that's where I'm kind of at, dude. Like, who gives a fuck about Frogan is a loser nobody that nobody cares about. She's Keffels. She just makes provocative statements for attention because that's all she has. She's not interesting at all. There's nothing funny, unique, insightful, intelligent. There's nothing to be learned from her. So she just says things for attention because that's all she knows how to do. She's completely warped in the online world. She needs that attention desperately. Like, that's what it is. That's literally what it is. That's all it is. She's like, so she's just, what is the point of caring about her? I don't get it. There's no anything coming out of her. Like, the lowest moment of your life is better than her best moment in her life. That's how I look at it. Like, what's the point of her?
Defensive.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a gooner.
To it. But I don't want a coalition with these guys right now. Because they're deranged.
Like, it makes more sense to be offended by what Hassan says, and so by extension, I mean, you could say like Hassan co-signs what she says, so that could be fair. But like, Hassan has like reach, like the stupid shit he says, the anti-Semitic shit that he says. You know, when he's putting fucking Houthi pirates on and platforming them and calling them One Piece characters, LOL. It makes sense to criticize him, even though he's just as worthless as Frogan. But because people listen to him, so I guess he's a little less worthless than Frogan, right? But when it comes to her, like, what is the point? You know? She's a rising, yeah, she's been a rising star fucking 10 years in a row. She's on the come up, dude. Any day now, baby. Any day now.
Lunatics. And then there's also, like, how many times have I said, like, if you're truly pro-Israel, not in the deranged retarded bullshit sense, if you're truly pro-Israel, I think Kamala Harris is better for your country than Trump is, because Kamala is because Trump doesn't have a future, he doesn't have a vision for the Middle East, right? And like, the anti-Semitic shit is not real. It's just like a bunch of college kids, right? I've said this how many times, and now I find out that Twitch has been blocking the creation of accounts from Israel. Why? What? For a year? Why? How do we miss this destiny? All of us what? Where is I should drag that Ranton guy on. I fucking hate Ranton. Hold on. I have to think of what I want to say. 1 second.
I'm waiting. Hurry up.
I think it's probably fine. Sorry, I don't want to blow him up if he wants to be secret. Ranton doesn't do anything political on his channel, I think intentionally. Maybe he doesn't want to be seen as a political person. We spoke a lot about political stuff though, and he's very politically intelligent. He's like very in tune to things, both factually and ideologically and philosophically.
Is that a cat, dude?
And it's very frustrating that he doesn't talk about it more publicly. One of the things that he stressed to me that he said I wasn't radical enough on is he said that when the warning...
Well, then why the fuck are you outing this guy? If this guy's like, hey, I'm a creator and I don't want to be like politically public, why the fuck... And maybe I'm just misinterpreting this. Why the fuck are you outing this guy, dude? Give him a break. Okay? This is called not respecting boundaries, Destiny. Stop it.
Sirens are going off for democracy. You have to like virulently defend that immediately. You can't let the warning klaxons go off for a long time and then wait until steps have been taken that are anti-democratic and then do something. Which I'm learning more and more, I guess. The anti-Semitic shit is crazy. What the fuck is happening?
Guys, the anti-Semitism isn't funny anymore. It was funny at first. I'm just kidding.
What is happening? Destiny, that's a German thing. They say that all the time to me too. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe he gets it. Maybe it is a German thing.
Is he talking about the pig dog comment? That might be a German thing, yeah.
I don't understand what is happening right now. My prediction, by the way, and I'm going to drop this prediction right now as more stuff is breaking.
Because I know about slurs, guys, and I've never heard that slur. But again, it could be something. Hassan might have heard that in some kind of history class and was like, oh, man, I really like that word, LOL, ha ha ha, and like went fucking full edge mode and just like use it as part of his vernacular. I don't know.
It's a braver prediction, and I hope I'm wrong. I don't think this is going to pick up much attention at all. I think maybe Times of Israel will write about it, and I guess why not? I don't think anybody's going to write about this. I think in about 3 days, I think we'll have forgotten basically all of this. Asmongold had an article written about this. He had an article written about his shit, I think in hours.
Hey.
I think in hours, Asmongold had an article written about his stuff. This Twitch shit has been exploding on lay Twitter for...
Did you say lay? Come on, dude. Stop it.
Days.
Come on, dude.
Oh, maybe reporters are finally reaching out now to Dan. I hope it's like... I don't want it to be like... No offense. I don't want to be like Kotaku or PC Gamer. Like, this should be like some ABC, CNN, Fox News, WAPO. Like, this should be some pretty big shit.
What the fuck is WAPO?
Pretty unbelievable. Howard Tankies and Red Pill unironically aligned with hating Jews, but somehow Trump supports Israel, but Red Pill votes MAGA, but they don't hate Jews, but the conspiracy branch of MAGA hates Jews. I think it's mainly demographics. It's age. Online young people are going to be much more likely to hate Jews.
Well, yeah, I think young people tend to struggle with empathy. I think that's what it comes down to. And so people in general want to be hateful. And right now, it's okay to be hateful to Jewish people, unfortunately. I don't think it's okay, but like the public narrative thinks it's okay. So like you have young people that are like, okay, this is okay to do, especially young men, I would say. Young men are edgy. They like to be edgy. They like to be silly. I think it has something... Oh, watching the post. Yeah, that sounds pretty popular. And I think that has a lot to do with why people feel like it's okay to do. I mean, young people don't understand anything about anything. It doesn't matter what they're talking about or what side of the aisle they're on. They don't really have a particularly like a deep understanding of any topic. So they're just like, oh, what can I be hateful towards? That's really what it boils down to.
And it's so misplaced. It's like such a stupid, boring. It's just fucking Jews. Who cares? Oh my god.
Stop
it's
it.
such a weird, stupid scapegoat. Oh my god. There has to be a good explanation for blocking new account creation in Israel. Seems super unlikely to be anti-Semitism, though the moderation definitely.
Yeah, like I mean, this article or this video is a little like not that old, but my understanding again was that they're trying to get rid of like explicit material coming after October 7th, like graphic material of like what's going on, people getting killed, and et cetera, et cetera. So
honestly,
but it's crazy that they haven't unblocked it yet, and apparently their argument was like, "Oops, we forgot." Like it doesn't really make sense to me.
To God, as much as I like to shit on everybody, I try to like be reasonable, be grounded, and that's kind of what I thought. I was like, it must be like a VPN, like a certain VPN got targeted, or something like that is going on, because there's no way that you would just geoban up Israel. There's just no way. But like now, maybe this guy was already banned. I mean, there are ways that this could be fake or something. But this guy shot an email to Twitch support saying, "Hey, I can't create an account because I'm Israeli." I mean, this is in Hebrew for what it's worth. And then Twitch support says, "Hey, I'm really sorry that you're having issues creating an account. We've reviewed your case thoroughly and confirmed that unfortunately you're not eligible to create a Twitch account. As a result, we will be closing your case at this time."
Okay, they're not even an explanation.
And then tons of people now across different VPSs, different VPNs, have all like tried to make accounts on Twitch, and you just can't do it. You can't. If you're from Israel, you cannot create. Israel's banned from creating Twitch accounts. Oh damn, they wiped this thread. See ya.
Has anybody verified if this also was something happening to Palestinians or no?
Do you think the pressure will actually do something? Does the media not give a shit about this? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if the media give a fuck. It's pretty wild. Have you heard anything from Twitch insiders? Bro, I don't know any Twitch insiders. All the Twitch insiders I know are gone from that company for a long time.
Damn. You don't got the
Why ban
connection?
just making new accounts? I smell some bot/security issue. I mean, that's too much charitability. The issue is that it seems like it's not. This is just from what I've gathered. It seems like it's not just restricted to one VPN or VPS. So it seems like it's geo-targeting the entire country. That's already pretty crazy. It's pretty rare that you would like geo-target like an entire country. At least I don't hear that. Usually it's specific like ranges of IPs on like VPNs or known botnets or some bullshit like that. At least that's my understanding. And then two,
they use the same IPs. Yeah, I guess that makes the ISP. I guess that makes sense.
Then do that, but not make an announcement at all about it. Why are you? Or, I'm sorry, hold on. There are no bad questions. Could it be a financial issue, like in the case of South Korea, where they pulled from the whole country? I'm pretty sure Amazon literally has a headquarters in Israel, and no one has said anything about pulling from Israel. So, also, it doesn't make sense because you can sign in with current accounts and everything. I don't know. Have we considered that the Twitch block is coming from Israel's side and not Twitch's side? How would that even be like enforceable? You're telling me that Israel said we're banning account creation on our side, so now Twitch support is going to tell you that you're ineligible to make an account? What?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Unless the Jew-alumni really do control everything. That doesn't make any sense.
Whoa, stop it.
Amazon is in violation of anti-BDS laws in 38 states. Many of these states have contracts with Amazon Web Services by blocking full access to Israel. Well, they're not blocking.
Why would they care about Korean boy bands? I don't understand.
Full access, they're just blocking account creation, right?
Right, BTS, that's what that is.
I don't know if that matters or not. This is such a horrible guess, but I'll read it anyway because it's funny. Apparently, Amazon had an employee kidnapped on October 7th. I don't know if he was freed, but perhaps it's related to that. Maybe Hamas wanted it blocked.
What?
I don't think that's what happened. It's a good guess, though, okay? Not good. That's not a good guess. I'm sorry. It's a funny guess. I'm seeing.
When does he get this conversation with ABBA?
Like whispers, but I don't know how much of this is real. Somebody said Twitch is blocking both Palestine and Israel IPs. I confirmed in the code base. I feel like if are there Palestinian IPs? I would imagine that all of the internet is probably routed through Israel. But I guess you still have like an origination. I don't know how much that would affect the like how any of it is routed or whatever.
Is that guy even like if what you guys are saying that there are no Palestinian IPs, and is that guy just lying? Just like is that guy just like lying to sound smart in a Destiny chat? Like, do people do that? That's weird.
I have no idea. Okay, all right. People are saying, yeah. Is this real? Is there any other country? Is there any other country on the planet right now that has this block? Oh, if this is true, I'm extrapolating a bit. I don't do network security or anything like that. But blocked country IP, I would be shocked if this was ever done for security purposes, like DDoSing or anything like that. And I would be shocked if this was done for anything other than like legal purposes, like in this country, this content is banned, or you're trying to just target like a country, like.
Yeah, maybe we'll just scroll through here and look for ABBA on the timestamp. You know, I feel like we could skip a significant point. I don't know how the fuck I got caught, by the way. I'm actually pissed off about it. But should we keep watching this, or should we go to the ABBA part?
Very good faith, but maybe they just don't want to risk people streaming from war zones. That could be it, right? I don't think there are any other big wars or anything going on right now. I'm trying to think. If there are any other countries.
Oh, we went over a lot of this already? Okay.
War right now.
Fuck.
Chicago? Again, this is just for the shit that I get. It's not just from Amazon.
We're skipping ABBA.
From other large companies too. People shoot me things. They're like, yeah, bro, our site channel are crazy. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
It's a Slack channel. It's like chat rooms, but for tech nerds, so they can feel cool about themselves.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Can you hear me? Am I loud enough or too loud?
Hold on. You're perfect.
Okay, I'm holding the mic near my mouth.
What a nice thing.
So I'm just catching up on some of this Twitch stuff. I've seen quite a few different things, and so you haven't been on Twitch. I was going to just ask you a couple questions. So I saw this Frogan clip. Obviously, I saw the Jew stuff, but then I also saw the soldier stuff in regards to her hoping soldiers get PTSD and shit.
Only the non-repentful ones, to be fair, but yeah.
Wait, what does that mean? I'm not.
Well, later on, she's like, well, if you were a soldier and you came back to the U.S. and you acknowledged that like the U.S. military is evil and everything you did was wrong, then I forgive you or something. So.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm like half naming. It's still an insane comment to make, yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay. And so, in knowing this and knowing she's constantly...
Yeah, it's like an edgy kid comment. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it seems like people are more up in arms about that comment than I am. Again, I just like it. She's just trying to be an edgy little fucking kid. Like, how old is Frogan? Is she an adult? Oh, she probably is like 30. She's 27. Holy fuck, dude. This is our generation is cooked. All some people are so old. They act like kids. It's mostly content creators. They act like fucking children. You know, like immaturity can be fun every once in a while, but they'll say some dumb edgy shit like this, you know. I mean, Frogan is just like the fucking Arabic keffels, let's just be real. Just edgy for the sake of being edgy without anything else except for like, give me attention, mommy, please. Please, mommy, give me attention, guys.
So we consider the rising star. What is it about Twitch as a company that functions, that makes it so these kinds of people are enabled? And feel safe enough to say this kind of shit?
I think there's a reciprocating thing, or there's a feedback right now.
I think that a lot of, especially on the internet, the way that we operate on the internet a lot is based off of like pressure, public pressure. If you're getting public pressure on a particular take, there's a higher chance that you'll get banned for that particular take, right? Like back in the day, I made TikToks, a lot of them were jokes, people would get upset, so they were like a higher chance of being banned. Nowadays, people don't get as offended. There's less of a robust community, or I'm just not part of that community, whatever, you know, commentator communities on TikTok, so I'm not getting as much pressure for like the obvious jokes that I'm making. You know, I'm also sure I've corrected, that's not good, in some capacity, and become a little more sensitive, but still I think that's what it comes down to. Neither the left nor the right gives a shit about Jewish people. I think that's what it comes down to. They don't really care about Jews, so there's no public pushback for them to maintain like an order against a particular thing. That's what I think. That's what I think it really boils down to, is that there's no reaction from Twitch to be had because nobody's giving them a reaction in the first place. Like they don't have to react to it. They're not getting any public pressure. I think that's what it has a lot to do with. And they just want money, so they'll let as much as they can let on the platform as possible. Although I wouldn't doubt it that Dan Clancy guy was like, okay, because like I don't know how you let Fresh and Fit and Sneeko back onto the platform. Like that's actually insane. So whoever made that decision is fucking insane for that. I wouldn't doubt that there might be like a legitimate like anti-Jewish perspective inside of Twitch for that, because that's fucking wild.
One is that the culture inside of the Twitch company, I think, is probably significantly left, and then the person that drives about 99% of the political conversation on Twitch is Hassan, and Frogan is a Hassan mod, so she's greenlit by him and his community, and then she's also greenlit by all of the other Hassan orbiters, like Denims and Mike from PA and everything else, such that Hassan was amplifying Frogan when she was like attacking Ethan a long time ago, for just because Ethan unfollowed her on Twitter, because Ethan didn't like the fact that Frogan was basically celebrating mass rapes and murders on October 7th.
Okay, a follow-up question then. You said Hassan kind of runs a politics community on Twitch. Or he just
well, if you don't know if you guys knew this historically, Hassan created the Twitch politics community. There was nobody else on that platform doing politics ever. I watched Hassan say that, so it has to be true.
Driving force for it.
Yeah.
Is it so profitable on Twitch, this political commentary community, that they would like risk their brands for this kind of stuff?
Whose brands are we talking about right now?
Twitch's brand. Well, they have brand deals with people. Obviously, they run ads.
I don't think the sponsors I don't think anybody that does advertising on Twitch has any idea what happens on that site.
Yeah, I don't think that they necessarily care. Like I said, there's really no meaningful public pushback. People don't even know what Twitch is, like in the real world. You know, they might say Twitch, but they don't quite understand what streaming is. Everybody that I've talked to, and I don't do Twitch, but they think that Twitch is like just a podcast. Like they don't understand that it's for games. Nobody understands that culture. So these companies, again, they want to make money. They don't care about what's actually happening on these platforms unless they start getting pushback. That's all it boils down to.
I for some reason, Twitch has gotten like very effective at having no oversight. So for example, you know the one person I just referenced, Denims?
Sure, yeah.
Are you watching my stream?
Oh, Best Genist. Love that hero from My Hero Academia.
I'm not watching it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, like, so if you were to go to, I don't know if she'll clear all of her VODs. Hassan, I think, has wiped his entire Discord like 3 times in the past 2 days, by the way.
Bro, I don't like Hassan, but he's clearly talking about Israel, not Jews. Why do you make it seem like that? I don't know. Probably because I've been doing this segment for like a fucking hour and you just joined. How about that?
Okay. But if you go,
don't listen, guys. You're not allowed to make comments on anything anymore unless you've been watching from the start. Okay.
like Denim Stream, for instance, and there's a lot of examples on Twitch. So she is the
idea that,
she's the largest like political figure, the largest political woman streamer on Twitch, right? If you were to go to her stream and you were to check any random VOD, the intro to her stream is like an hour of just like watching other people's like YouTube content and shit. Just her AFK, just like playing other people's stuff. It could be mainstream news stuff. It could.
That's crazy. That's I mean, like I react to stuff, but holy fuck, that's wild.
Be other channels, it could be whatever. But like this type of stuff happens on Twitch a lot. For some reason, Twitch is really good at avoiding basically any type of
copyright.
What?
Isn't this like just copyright infringement? Is that
well, yeah, but Twitch doesn't have any content ID or anything like that, like YouTube does. So unless somebody actually manually does a takedown on Twitch, you'll never run into a problem. So people just illegally.
Yeah, and so like that would be against. Well, I mean, the reason that they do that, my understanding is because if they explicitly start to doing some kind of copy ID thing on themselves, they take that responsibility on themselves for one thing. They have to do it for everybody. That's my understanding of when it was happening with like the whole Cake Boss thing or whatever was happening when they were reacting to that. That's my understanding. So that's why they do that. But again, it's a money focus.
Stream stuff on Twitch all the time. Basically kind of like Justin TV used to be.
Okay, got you.
I also don't think it's quite good though. It's not like they have a robust system to help like fight against copyright infringement. Like YouTube does have a decent one.
And so I guess because they're not suffering any of the consequences of having these people on the platform, because they're able to avoid any kind of moderation from the advertisers, they just have felt no reason, monetarily speaking, to take any action. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, and they probably kind of agree with it. Yeah, and there's no repercussions. So.
Okay, and very lefty moderation team. I think that's another claim you made. Like, what proof do you have that the moderation team over at Twitch is
not the moderation team, just the company culture? I mean, I can't really prove it, but I mean,
examples
no, I just most San Francisco like company culture, like this area, like you can tell by if you look at TwitchCon, like the types of creators that they promote and support, the types of like they're very like I don't want to say woke friendly, like it's a bad thing. They're like super pro trans and LGBT and all of that, which is fine. I'm not saying that it's bad, but then like the CEO is like calling into Hassan's stream and like singing happy birthday to him and stuff. Like Twitch, I think the entire like a whole bunch of the Twitch staff like literally called in to sing Hassan happy birthday.
Oh, they called in to sing him happy birthday? What the fuck? That's bizarre. Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
What the?
Like here,
why do they like this guy so much? Holy fuck.
I'll get the Twitter whatever. So the company culture is probably pretty left leaning. Yeah.
Okay, but I can see that the company culture supports Hassan a lot. Mm-hmm. You haven't been there and just seen some of the employees.
I mean, if the company culture likes Hassan a lot, who pushes misinformation, justifies like Ukrainians getting killed by Russians by saying that Russia has a legitimate claim to Crimea, even though they've been genocided out of that area. I mean, like, yeah, they don't seem to care. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that there's a pretty big aspect of this. Is like, well, I wouldn't doubt that there are people at Twitch that are like, well, Hassan said this thing, so it must be true because they're fucking stupid. And so they're just kind of letting things roll.
I'm sure the employees post online. There's never been times where you've seen Twitch employees post about political stuff, or do they really just stay offline? They never really voice themselves publicly.
The people behind the scenes, you're not going to say much stuff politically, publicly. I've never seen that before.
Okay, gotcha.
What's your...
And in regards to the whole Frogan stuff, because I feel like that's going to be the center point for a lot of this, do you have anything you think I should know in regards to her? Because I'm not as familiar with the character. This is like my first time seeing a couple of her clips, so...
I mean, she's just an unhinged person enabled by Hassan. She's just a crazy white American girl born in Michigan who wishes that she was born in Lebanon and was white. She LARPs basically as a Muslim. She just is online like saying unhinged shit all day, celebrating Israeli deaths, worshiping fucking Hamas, Hezbollah, whatever else. Like that's just that's what they do. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Did you see that little panel thing that
Yeah, the Jews are bad, and they try to walk it back, but they kind of all fucked up because some of them were saying different things about what it means. Hasbro, is it? Or what was the word?
Sabra or something. It's like a brand. It's an Israeli brand of like hummus, basically.
Yeah, but it also apparently means like a Jew born in Israel. So
right.
Yeah.
No, I think Ethan was pretty right on that. Ethan was seething about the whole thing. He was like, clearly that's what you guys are doing. Then she tried to walk it back. But I think another one of the panelists was like, no, this is supposed to signify the people who murdered my mother's people or some shit like that. Am I misremembering?
I don't know what they said, but it was like a thing to be like, cool, look how cool the Arabs are, and then like to make fun of people who didn't carry the...
I saw Ethan repost this, but apparently one of the other panelists was like, no, it's not about hummus. It's clearly about people.
Well, Denims, the other person I made the comment about, Denims said something along the lines of like, when she was, I think it was when they were replacing Ethan. I linked you the full panels on YouTube, so by the way. I think that when they linked the...
Probably like him because he's hot. If it was somebody else to be punishing him. No, I don't know if that's true. I mean, they definitely like him because he's hot. I mean, that definitely is a factor in it. He's confident. He's stupid. He's confident. And he will say anything wrong with that confidence. And he's attractive. So, like, yeah, there's a level of that truth to it. But I don't think that's the only part of the equation.
Or when they pulled out Ethan, she said something like, is there like an anti-Zionist category? So, I mean, like, it's pretty obvious what they were going for. But
okay, so you didn't see the whole... what was his name? Capri Sun? What was this guy?
Maybe I don't know. You can link me. I watched this whole panel though off stream last night, but
I'm sure the chat will let you know. But I'm pretty sure one of the panelists, one of the males who's on the panel, was like clearly like, no, this is definitely about people. It has nothing. It's not about hummus, like she's claiming, which was really confusing to me because I thought they were all in on it. But I think his name was Capri. I don't know. You'll find it. Oh yeah. The other thing I was going to ask you about, I saw Sneako got unbanned on Twitch. While you're still banned, how are you feeling about all that? Obviously, you don't really care if he's unbanned. You just want to get yourself unbanned. But what was your thoughts?
Yeah, just that. Like I don't have like a huge investment in Sneako being unbanned on a...
Thank you for the $2 from the biggest gooner in Long Island. Long Island. Look up Papa Bazaar when you can. I don't think I'm going to, dude. I will maybe later. Twitch or YouTube or whatever. I don't have like a huge feelings about it or anything. You better not have sent me some kind of fucking explicit stuff, dude. All right, I'll be angry.
Not gonna lie though, I'm impressed. I'm impressed he got unbanned on YouTube. That one surprised me for sure. Twitch, I'm like, maybe they're just going for it. I was surprised on YouTube unbanning him.
Wait, did they unban
investment in Sneeko being unbanned on?
Did they unban him on YouTube too?
On Twitch or YouTube or whatever. I don't have like a huge feelings about it or anything.
Not gonna lie though, I'm impressed. I'm impressed he got unbanned on YouTube. That one surprised me for sure. Twitch, I'm like, maybe they're just going for it. I was surprised on YouTube.
That's interesting. I'm surprised they unbanned them on YouTube.
Unbanning him.
Were
you?
That they unbanned him? At this point, nothing surprises me. I don't know. It's unreal. Yeah, I don't know. Like Fresh and Fit being unbanned from Twitch as well. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like there's probably somebody that just watches my stream on Twitch and they just unban people to f with me.
I was definitely surprised. I don't think I've ever seen a permaban on YouTube that's lasted multiple years get undone. Have you?
You never... Wait, say that last thing again?
I've never seen a permaban on YouTube that gets undone.
On YouTube? I don't know. I'm not sure, actually.
No.
But not many big creators get permabanned. Usually they just kind of like fizzle out. Or if they do get permabanned, they just like stop making content. So I don't even know who I would compare it to. Mr. Girl has somebody said? I don't know if he even got unbanned.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, that's it for me. I just want to get some bit of information on topic. But if you find anything,
well, there's also
he got banned on YouTube again. Wait, so did Sneeko get unbanned and then instantly get banned again?
Well, there's just a lot of weird stuff going on. We just found out.
You mean?
Well, we just found out today that as of October,
good, fuck him. I don't want him on this platform.
10th of last year, somebody at Twitch snuck in a geo ban for the entire country of Israel to make new accounts via email. Or October 13th, sorry. So apparently,
is that what they think? It was a sneak in?
Yeah, for about a year, it's been impossible for people with from the country of Israel to make new accounts. And
I'm surprised that this is just being found out now.
Like Twitch has never made any.
I mean, actually, I'm not surprised because Twitch is such a shit platform that it's just people can't make new accounts. So who wants to make a new Twitch account? Blech. You know what I mean? Failing company and all that.
Public announcement about this at all. So that's what we've been going over today. It's just like an insanely crazy weird thing.
Wait, do they do geo bans on like war-related locations?
No.
So
Ukraine, no Russia, nothing.
Russia?
Nope.
That's actually a good point. If they don't do it in why wouldn't they do it in? I could understand it if it was just like a wartime, people sending graphic, images on there. But if they didn't do that for Ukraine, then that kind of doesn't really make sense to me. Thank you for the $2 from Jimmy B. Love the show, first time Papa, long time Grat. Incredible, thank you, brother.
Yeah, it's really weird. It sounds like a troll, but it literally was unhinged. And like we've been going through tweets, and there's been like old posts on the Twitch subreddit. Even though it says unofficial, I'm pretty sure they have direct communication with Twitch employees. But the Twitch subreddit deleted like everything about this because a bunch of people randomly will post from Israel like, hey, we can't make accounts, what's going on? And yeah, it's just...
They constantly were getting deleted?
Interesting.
Well, no, in the past they just weren't being responded to. But the big one that went up yesterday or the day before, it got like wiped out. It's a ghost town. Let me see if I can...
Damn.
Here you go.
Crazy.
Do they have an article about this, or is it someone just reporting on the issue and with no comment from Twitch?
Twitch hasn't made a single comment about anything ever in regards to the supporters of Palestinian or Arab terrorism. Ever. Twitch doesn't comment ever on it, ever. Asmongold got banned immediately, though, for 14 days when he made an admittedly stupid comment about...
the people of Palestine. Yeah. I DM'd him and I said the same thing. I think, like, I could understand what you were saying about in regards to, like, Islamists and, the fundamental...
Yeah, again, I think what Asmongold's message came off as dog whistling, that it was okay for Palestinian people to die. So I think that's the bigger problem there for what he said.
Muslims, that they're invading the area, but I think saying that about the people is very silly. And I think he is correct.
Wait, hold on. Just to be super clear, the other comments that are made are a million times worse than Asmongold's. It's not even close. Just to be ultra clear.
I agree.
Okay.
But irrespective of how they handle things in general, I'm just talking about his comments in a vacuum.
I don't know. I thought Asmongold's was pretty bad. It felt pretty bad, but...
They're banned whether or not, I don't really care. I just meant that I feel like he's becoming... When he said he felt like he was becoming more hateful, I definitely agreed, and I understood where he was coming from. Yeah, I think there's a bit of a feedback loop when you're a content creator online, especially when you say some of the right-wing stuff, that you just get kind of pulled into these circles where you're constantly rewarded for being kind of hateful.
Sure, but it's also hard when the pro-Arab and pro-Muslim side is openly supporting terrorists and openly cheering for Israelis getting murdered, all of them.
That is true, actually. That's a good point. Good point.
Remember, Hassan went on to that. He was in that podcast chat room, like clapping along when that one dipshit, Second Thought, was saying that children in Israel, the babies, are settler babies. And then Hassan went on to defend that comment in front of Ethan on Leftovers. Hassan defended that comment that every single citizen of Israel is a target for terrorist action. So, I mean, like, it's pretty hard. Yeah, the right-wing radicalization stuff is pretty crazy too, but this shit is insane. How openly, crazily anti-Semitic and hateful the large, like, Muslim or Arab communities can be with impunity on Twitch. It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that, but I don't think that his reflections are in any way, shape, or bad, or I would dissuade him from it. Like, what you're describing is something I've been railing against forever, but I think the turn that he was taking is clearly impacting, so that's what I was kind of hyper-focusing on.
Yeah, you're right. He is definitely heading in that direction. He needs to chill. I do agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, and I know some people were mad that he was apologizing either because they felt like, hey...
He should also shower more. I mean, I feel like when you take care of yourself, you feel better, I know it sounds so silly and simple, but sometimes it is true.
Why would you give up to the other side or whatever? But I think... if you're not the individual in question who's all of a sudden saying foul shit about people dying every day, like, irrespective of how you feel about the issue or how crazy the Muslims are being, not Muslims, but like the Arab guys on the other side, like Hassan or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I thought when I heard his comments, I was like, woof, you are striking it very close to like zero compassion for people who are dying. And I don't know. I think when I DM'd him, he seemed like he was really trying to make a change. So I was just very happy for him in that regards.
Sure.
That's nice. Really, I'm not trying to be an asshole. Why are you telling us that you DM'd him like 6 times? What's the motivation there? Why? Like, we get it. You DM'd them. I don't I don't understand.
Country IP blocks usually handled at the Apache/Nix level, which routes request internal server apps, or at the firewall, not directly in the sign-up code. I'd be skeptical of that commit message. Programmers who build features aren't the ones implementing country IP bans. That's handled at an IT or security level and applied globally. It's not impossible to see in code, but it seems off to me. I agree with you that it seems off, but I've had enough people basically tell me at this point that it came from code.amazon.com. It looks like a GitHub mirror repo from Twitch. I'm going to believe them at this point, unless I get like a really compelling reason not to. I do agree that it's weird. I don't know why you would do it, and that was the only country ban listed there. It did seem like inappropriate weird, and it seems like a weird place to handle that request at. However, like, it's happening. It's real that is blocked, and Twitch hasn't made any comments about it at all. So I don't know why. So, Destiny, why they do it in the code is because they do not want to ban existing users, only signups. Oh, that actually makes sense. Unless in the firewall there's like a different signup server, and you could ban somebody in the firewall from the signup server. But yeah, I guess what you're saying makes more sense. If you want to ban just people signing up for accounts, yeah.
He's flexing. Well, it sounded like Asmongold didn't respond back. So what kind of a flex is that? You can't get that guy to respond. You know what I mean?
Obfuscate. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand, and there are baby settlers as well. But
what the fuck, a baby settler? Well, I don't know if I don't know if you guys know this. Babies can't really make decisions. They're stupid. So
this is such an unbelievable comment. Wait, somebody link me the second thought.
I mean, I can believe it. It's Hassan.
Thing real quick, just link it so that we can understand what he's defending. Do they have it? Do they listen to it here or no? Like, this comment is worse than Asmongold's comment, okay? Asmongold's comment was bad, by the way. Oh, they do listen to it. Just to be clear, I don't co-sign mass killings of Palestinians or Arabs or Muslims, okay? None of that. I don't think any of that is good, okay?
I just support mass killings of Burger King food, right? Because I eat it. That's the joke.
Only for Mac. I'm just kidding.
But they still
because I'm obese.
choose to do far worse. The worst that will happen to a person in Palestinian custody is that they're going to be like auctions off for a prisoner swap, which is a historic record also.
And of course,
he's not wrong about this. This is the original goal.
He's not wrong about this. After hostages have been murdered, by the way, the worst thing that Palestinians will ever do when they've captured a person is to just auction them off for prisoner swaps.
That's just not true. There's no fucking way. I would argue that Israel is going to treat them better, prisoners better, simply because they are given money by us. So there's a higher expectation of what they should be doing with particular like political prisoners. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that this like any group is better or worse like intrinsically on any intrinsic level, but I would say that the reason that Israel typically will treat their prisoners better is because they're to some extent they are held to a higher standard by us.
The military, the excursion, at least if you believe
I'm not exactly having a ton of faith in the dudes that decapitated babies treating their POWs really well. Well, I think that's kind of a psychotic take too. Where it's like why are you trying to give Hamas the benefit of the doubt on this one? You know, being like, oh, they treat their prisoners fucking awesome. You know, let's not try to do that. Okay. So anyway, and that combined with just the laughter.
Listen, fake news. I don't care.
Okay. So let me pose a question.
Like, I don't care if they took hostages. Like that podcast, that segment is easily worse than anything Asmongold said. Easily.
That's fair. Sir.
That's an unhinged. Actually, real quick, somebody find me that, and we'll watch it real quick. I'm gonna use it real quick. Somebody find me so I don't have to listen to them interrupt it over and over again. Somebody find me that so you can get context for what Hassan is defending here, and then wonder why that show got canceled.
They're also way more monitored. Yeah, for sure. I'd agree with that.
That Frogan clip, she's violating like 3 different parts of like the hateful conduct. God, that's such an unbelievable.
And much as did the Palestinians actually take civilian hostage, or is that fake news? I don't care.
Yeah, the occupiers are not civilians.
Also, to be clear, I don't know if he's in this particular segment, but Hassan is watching this, and Hassan is like laughing along in their Twitch chat. Like, you can see his name pop up here.
Civilians. That is what it comes to.
Much as did the Palestinians actually take civilian hostage, or is that fake news? I don't care.
Yeah, the occupiers are not civilians. That is what it comes down to. Like, if Germany, let's say Germany, to be non-controversial, invaded the United States, and they said, you know what, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right, but let's just be clear. Israel didn't invade Palestine. That land was given to them, and you could argue like, hey, that shouldn't have happened. Maybe. I mean, this was before we had like well-defined borders. But that's just kind of what happened, and they got that land because they wanted somewhere to settle after World War II because they were just genocided and couldn't really trust other people. So, which I think is kind of justifiable.
Is our ancestral home, and everyone knows that's blatantly false. But they take your home, they murder your grandma, they bulldoze like your neighbor's house. Are those people civilians there? No,
this is their YouTube chat, not their Twitch chat. Okay, they might be dual streaming to Twitch. I know, or maybe it was on YouTube as well. I know I've seen Hassan's name pop up in their chat here because it blew my mind when I saw it.
Are those people civilians there? No, they're occupiers, and those are criminals. There are no civilians there.
There are no civilians. Remember, when they talk about Zionists, when they talk about from the river to the sea, this is what they mean. There are no civilians. They're right. They don't want to kill Jews.
Yeah, the river to the sea is like an anti-Semitic dog whistle of like kill all Jewish people. The river to the sea is basically like Palestine will be free. They're dog whistling that we should kill all the Jews and get them out of there. And people who say that's not true are just wrong. Like you're probably just a useful idiot because you don't understand that. That's true.
They just want to kill Zionists, but also every single Jew is a Zionist. Okay.
Hey, thank you for the $20 from the devil. Wow, that's a good endorsement. The same Sinwar that plotted 10/7 had his brain tumor removed in IDF prison. Wow. Did that make him fucking normal, or what happened with that?
Illegal military occupation.
Yeah. So that's number one, very beautifully put. Number two, much more importantly, the track record of Palestinians has been 1,000 times better than that of the Israeli occupation, despite the fact that Israeli occupation does not need to brutalize. They already have all the power, but they still choose to do far worse. The worst that will happen to a person in Palestinian custody is that they're going to be like auctioned off for a prisoner swap.
This is so crazy. It's so crazy that like in this magic world that the Hamas is like just better. Like I'll hear the excuse from Hassan. He'll say something like, "Well, the reason why like when he's talking to Asmongold about how there's regressive view on well, really gay people, trans people, women, and children in Palestine, right? Organized marriages or whatever they're called is a huge problem over there, right? That's my understanding, which is abuse to children, usually young girls. But his argument was like, well, they don't have abundance, so that's not one of the things that they can focus on right now. They're a country in turmoil. They don't have financial abundance, and I can agree with that. Yeah, like obviously, if you don't have financial abundance, it's harder to be as empathetic and focus on other issues. But then at the same time, we'll pretend that like somehow the treatment that Palestinians will give like Israeli prisoners is somehow better. Like no, they're held to lower standards, and I mean I agree to hold Israel to higher standards. They get tax money from us. They're a Western country. I think we should hold all Western countries to higher standards. But like magically, they're somehow just like perfect and amazing and do no wrong. Like you can acknowledge like war's fucked up unfortunately, and they do some fucked up shit, and they don't but they have to make them perfect. Like it's this complete like just rewriting of what's happening in front of us. It's fucking wild.
Which is the historic track record also.
Defensive.
Somebody said you can see Hassan in the YouTube chat here.
Hey, look.
It's okay.
It's Hassan. Hassan's in chat.
No.
That's why. Yeah, hey, Hassan.
All right. Hey, what up?
Hey, partner.
That makes sense. Mohammed Zaman sent.
There you go. I told the lady 10 minutes for my debate. Hold on. And there's one more section from this real quick.
Kim, you're the closest. Tell us what the f is going on.
Very base things. This will be incredibly hard to do without.
So this is October 9th, okay? This video is being posted on October 9th in regards to what's happening right now in Israel, okay?
Tell us, Kim, you're the closest. Tell us what the fuck is going on.
Very base things. This will be incredibly hard to do without getting bleeped or getting the stream taken down. So I'm gonna what's it called? Mind my words a little bit. TLDR, basically a unexpected operation from a united front of sorts from Gaza that has launched itself into the neighboring areas, which of course the entire nation of Palestine before all intents and purposes right now, just to make it more simple, they've attacked certain settlements in what is now Israel, and they made lots of headway. They made an impressive amount of headway. They've also taken out a very interesting and surprising number of military commanders and leaders, particularly of Southern Command within Israel, which is interesting. The fact that they got one guy would have been impressive. They got more than just one guy, so that's very good. But TLDR, before looking at command all the questions, this has two major benefits. Number one, it's kind of to throw a wrench into the normalization process between Israel and Saudi Arabia, which is a very good thing. And number two is also to gain concessions in the forms of prisoner swaps, because there's a lot of people who are imprisoned illegally by Israeli, by the Zionist forces, and all these people that the armed groups within Palestine have managed to capture, these people will be eventually sent back to Israel in return for freeing at least some number.
And just to give you a perspective on how valuable a single prisoner is, the last time there was a prisoner exchange, they exchanged one Israeli prisoner for like 1,027 Palestinian prisoners, I believe, something like that. So if you
That's so interesting because they're sitting here and they're like, yeah, they're just capturing prisoners because you get a really good bargain. One Jew's worth 1,000, Muslim people or whatever, which is not true. Okay, everybody's equal. But like, I find that so interesting because like, isn't that so telling that if a country, I don't know if what they're saying is true, but if a country is willing to exchange 100 people just to get you back, doesn't that speak about the country's value of your life? Like in some capacity, like wouldn't that be like, wow, this country actually? I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid, but.
You've got now what 50 to bargain with? That's huge. That's huge.
Exactly.
So that's the context of the show that Hassan is defending here.
Go ahead. So you have said that those in the West Bank are fundamentalist settlers. Are you familiar with the international law surrounding the justifiable forms of violence towards?
So first of all,
terrorists?
I don't put any stuff.
What Hassan was about to say there is you can murder children. Justifiable forms of violence against settlers. He was going to do the settler babies comment. That's what he.
I don't think that you should kill children, guys. Hot take, guys. You shouldn't kill kids, but you should trip them at the mall when they're running around because they're annoying.
Frankly, and whatever these quote international laws are. But no, I'm not familiar with whatever that says.
Technically, the reason why the IDF has to exist in the West Bank and behave in the oppressive manner that they behave is because Palestinians, and this is going to sound very radical and possibly very violent, but this is a matter of law, and maybe even if you agree with this, a matter of morality. Palestinians have the legal ground to violently seize back their own homes.
Just to be clear, that's not true, by the way.
I
That's
was about to say, is that actually true? Because I feel like it's not.
only true against invading like military personnel, not against civilians. So he's just lying or misinformed there. Probably lying though.
Have the
Yeah, I mean, I think we gotta move on from the useful idiot thing where like Hassan is stupid and just saying things that he thinks are true. I think at this point we have to get to a certain point where he keeps saying dumb shit and it's got to be intentional.
legal,
especially if he pretends to be the most educated fucking political streamer on Twitch. That apparently but is also another claim that he started the whole the Twitch politics thing. So
ground to violently seize back their own homes from these settlers. This is a reality, and that is precisely the reason why they have to exist under endless occupation in the West
You know
Bank.
what? And that's why I say if it was settlers, that would be a lot more understandable. But let's not obfuscate. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand, and there are baby settlers as well. But there are.
So he said that, just so you have the full context. So this is what Hassan is saying. After the guy who said some base things are happening right now, referring to the mass rapes and murders on October 7th, right? Saying that every single civilian is fair game in Israel. All of them are, right? And then brought on for this baby settler comment, Hassan co-signs it, right? Just so you are aware of everything that's being said here, the full context of everything that's being said here.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but this dude just called babies militants.
No, I understand, and there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
But the babies.
Look at how he plays.
They're not really. I don't think you should kill those babies. I don't know if you guys know. I don't think you should kill babies.
That we're gonna. There are babies in the settlements. This motherfucker says that English is his second language, and he lies and manipulates like the best BPD girl in the world, right? Well, there are babies in the settlements, right?
Babies militants.
No, I understand, and there are baby settlers as well. But there are baby settlers as well. There are babies in the settlements.
But the babies they killed weren't. They were not.
I know.
Okay, so
now that we establish that. No, hold on. Now that we establish that, the other school of thought here is that all matter of Israelis living on Israel proper are they're also doing the exact same thing in the eyes of some. I do not agree with that because I don't think that is a reasonable solution. And it's
keep in mind here that
I watched Destiny talk about this a little bit because I was skimming through the segments, and I watched him. And the point he's about to make is actually like really good. I didn't even think of it like that, but it's a pretty good point.
He's very careful,
which is why I think it's a good dog whistle
when he couches his language, right? Like every good Nazi, he talks very, very, very carefully. When he says that every Israeli citizen could be targetable, some people would argue. Personally, I disagree with that because it's not very pragmatic to murder and rape all of them. That's what he's just said, right? He's not saying that. I disagree with that because obviously we can't.
Because that's morally abhorrent. That's what your typical disagreement would be.
Live in a world where we're all killing each other constantly for our property, right? This would be a morally worse world. Right? He's just saying that it's not very pragmatic to murder and rape every single Israeli citizen.
In the eyes of
and that's why I think it's a great dog whistle. Because when I first watched that, and even when I heard him say it again, I didn't even think of it like that. But that's a great point. That's very dehumanizing. He's not saying like, hey, just the fundamental act of doing this is disgusting and abhorrent and shouldn't happen. He's saying optically, it's probably not a very good idea, and that's fucking wild. And so, like, I imagine, because that's how a lot of these things work, different audiences hear a different thing. So the more some people are like myself are just hearing like, oh yeah, okay, it sounds like he has some sympathy there. But like what his audience is hearing is like, yeah, no, we shouldn't rape these people because it's just not going to get us what we want. But if we could get what we want, maybe it's okay.
Of some, I do not agree with that because I don't think that is a reasonable solution, and it's not realistic anyway, and that only will lead to the complete evisceration of Palestinians, and far-right Israelis will use that to...
When you hear people say things like that, right? And again, God, I want to do the ultra-Zionist bullshit because those people are cringe. But this is what Jews hear when you talk about like, oh, they should have their own state with a full military, right? Hassan just said, right, in full, clear words, right? He's not like speaking in code. He just said he doesn't support Palestinians raping and murdering Israeli citizens en masse because it wouldn't be very effective. It probably wouldn't work. And it would lead to the evisceration of the Palestinian people. So if Palestinians had a path to victory that involved the mass slaughter of millions of Israeli citizens, would it be okay then? Like that's what he's saying, right? Just rewind the tape one time.
I do not agree with that because I don't think that is a reasonable solution, and it's not real.
I think of his 20-month small gut from Blazito98. Heachtree said he's doing an uncomfortable episode today. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, me too sometimes, because when I sit down, my butt will hurt because I'm getting old, and I think I have an issue in I think it's my lumbar, my back in some capacity, because I think that's what hurts most. So is that what he's talking about?
Realistic anyway, and that only will lead to the complete evisceration of Palestinians. And
Ethan's going full fucking, he's jorking. He's going full jorkler mode, dude. He's going in it.
Right, Israelis will use that to continuously radicalize just regular Israeli citizens in their endless bombing campaigns and ethnic cleansing campaigns and the brutal occupation.
Like imagine me saying like, like, would you ever rape like an Asian girl? Personally, I don't think I would ever rape an Asian girl because I think it would make Asian men hate me a ton. Like in any other context, this would be an unhinged comment. It would be insane to say something like that, right? It's part of the reason why I get mad about the Asmongold like Instaban too, because there are like 50 different comments that Hassan has made where they're infinitely worse than things that Asmongold has said, right? Asmongold is like, we should genocide these people because they want to kill us anyway, right? Which is, by the way, I'll say it again for the millionth time, it's stupid comments. And I think they were culturally insensitive comments. Like not even like, oh, you're not being woken up, but like you're just not being nuanced enough in understanding the differences and the disparities in the cultures. But Hassan is just straight out saying it, okay?
This is why many thinkers, I believe even including Norm Finkelstein, who has dedicated his entire life to speaking the truth about...
speaking the truth, but can't speak either of the languages that he professes to be a scholar of for Israel.
I know Destiny and Norm have an issue with each other.
in the conflicts?
About Israel's occupation, and Noam Chomsky and many others, even Edward Said, as I brought up earlier, believe that the de-Zionification or the displacement of Israelis from Israel proper, Jewish Israelis, is it's not justifiable and it's not realistic. It's more so a single state solution, at least one that I advocate for, because I know a lot of people have a two-state solution. I'm a one-stater, which would normally...
Was there a question? I thought you said I have a question for you at the beginning of that.
I gave you the question. You already answered it. You said, I know your position.
Anyway. What's up, persecuted one?
I can't feel my lips.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Pretty fucking wild. Pretty.
This is that guy he does like a podcast with, right?
Pretty fucking crazy. I mean, you went over it before. I don't know how this is. Tomorrow's gonna be wild. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
I don't think it is.
You're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong. You know what, Dan? Of all the times, I'll bet you $20 that it's not going to be crazy tomorrow. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm so wrong. Okay, I hope I am.
Hey guys, we need the content. Okay, it's the end of the year. There's been nothing going on. I've been losing interest in most of the shit that we've been talking about. There hasn't been a lot of spice. And you know what? I know that that's selfish as a content creator to say, right? Because like, hey, you know what? When the world's on fire, it's not good for us. But damn, man, I've been so fucking like there's nothing going on. You know what I mean? Give me some juice. Give me some of the splooge. You know what I mean, dude?
Here are the people that I know. Okay, so this is doing an article. Okay,
kill me. I've never heard of that before.
Doing an article.
That's better.
Shut up,
yeah.
Okay. And then obviously the House of Representatives thing that I showed to you.
Yeah.
That call.
Mm-hmm.
And also the. I don't want to say too much of this one, but let's just say, like, talking with the ADL and that there's legal action that they want to take. Apparently, this is like illegal.
I think you're breaking anti-BDS stuff. I think.
Yeah,
you understand that, like, if assuming that was true, assuming I'm not retarded, right? So,
like,
a request is made, I guess, in Jira for this merger or whatever, right? So, like, multiple people are involved in pushing this and signing off on this, and what the fuck? And it's been for a year, and people have been complaining about it and filing support tickets, and Twitch
deletes it.
Yeah, or the support replies and says, yes, you're not eligible to create an account. So it's like. That's like official policy. Like,
yeah, no Jews. And you know, the other thing, I was thinking about this before. I was trying to signal boost it. I wonder if the way to get support, let's get Hassan behind the cause. Can you believe that these Palestinians were unable to create accounts? This is something that I can't believe that
yeah, I guess it would be Palestinians too, yeah.
Hassan and Denims and all these
No, because Hassan and Denims and these dipshits think that Palestinians are savages that don't even have computers. They probably legitimately think that they...
I mean, maybe they do. I don't know.
Crawl around all day without any access to food or water or shelter, and they just try to hunt camels in the fucking desert because that's their impression.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Clancy is literally colonizing their cell phones, Twitch logins. I don't know how to put it. It is crazy. This may be the biggest story involving Twitch, and it's all happening at the same time. I don't know of anything else that like Twitch has done.
I think that in conjunction with all of it, yeah, I think that, or actually, maybe even on its own, maybe it would be. Yeah, just the fact that it was hard coded in and then approved, like, and it's been a year. It's been a year.
And they did it on the global day of jihad.
Well, yeah. Although I think, to be fair, I think Muslims are calling like for global jihad like every fucking day, but at least one of them was calling it.
That was a special day of jihad.
There's what the fuck?
Nothing to say.
No, but like, what the fuck? Like, why? Even if you were the biggest Jew hater in the world, right? Like a Nazi would look at you. He'd have to turn his whole body, right, so they can see out of his cloak. He can't look at his eyes, but he turns his whole body and look at you. He'd be like, bro, this, and like his Nazi friend would turn around. And he'd be like, dude, come on, obviously not. This is fucking retarded. We're gonna get destroyed for this, right? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know if there's an answer for it.
Stop it.
And the thing is, like, they might. I guarantee you. Oh man, you know, let's fuck away their not fuck away. Let's fuck up their excuses that they're going to give tomorrow. Okay, the first excuse they're going to give is, listen, this was a whatever
oversight.
Did it, but it also affected Palestinian people. Guess what? Of the people affected, how many of them were Jews versus Palestinians? Right?
That's a good question, because they already basically made that response. Because this is before that Twitch made an official response. That is what they said. It was for both sides.
That's what I would like to know.
And even if it did, wait, how does it make it any better?
Yeah, no, well, they're going to be like, oh, we're equally. We just,
Oh, yeah, because on that, just as a real quick thing, apparently the Twitch subreddit, thank God they brought out both sides of this. Anti-Semitism or Islamophobia is not tolerated on r/Twitch. Thank you for bringing out both. My God, thank you. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so I feel like if I was Twitch, the way I would try to defend it is being like, we put this in place because we saw a lot of manipulated accounts coming out of Israel and Palestine from both sides. And we felt that the best way to handle this situation was to no longer allow new accounts to come in, but still allow old accounts to do it. At no point in time were existing people who had created accounts in the past denied access to it from either Palestine or Israel.
Sure.
Like, they're going to do some bullshit like that.
Which is bullshit
that is
because, like,
exactly what
let's say
they're
you
gonna
were to do that, by the way. One,
why silently?
Yeah, one, why silently? Two, who
That's true. Why I didn't even think about that.
geo blocks the country? You're not targeting VPNs or like ranges of IP. You're just blanket IP blocking a whole like what the fuck? Like
It's funny that like half of this was actually what Twitch did. And their justification.
bullshit. I don't believe it. That's insane.
It's not on Yemen, right? It's not on
Russia or China.
It's not on
Well, I don't know if
Russia
China's
or
blocked that
China.
shit. I'm not sure. I don't know anything
Well,
about China.
China probably blocks it themselves, but like, it didn't look like there's anything else there. I've never heard of anyone else saying I can't create a fucking account on Twitch. This is the only time. It's literally Israel and Palestine that they've done it. And really, when you say Israel and Palestine, is, as we say, the people who have fucking this is proportionally affecting is going to be the Jews there. It's insane.
Damn, no new Jews can make a fucking Twitch account. What a tragedy, dude. Twitch is such an awesome platform, man.
Other
Fuck.
part. So okay, so that's the first thing they're going to do. They're going to say, listen.
Maybe that was really a blessing in disguise. Jesus.
And we did this and it equally targeted the Jews and the Palestinians. So we're not anti-Semitic. Okay, that's the first thing that they're going to do. Second, we apologize that our transparency wasn't good. And moving forward, we're going to put together a council so that things like this don't happen. I guarantee you that whatever they do, they're not going to try and address the other bullshit of the anti-Semitism.
No, yeah. The
from
Twitch
chart.
thing that was deleted,
Yeah.
Hassan's crazy statements, like all the other shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it them that are explicitly deleting it? Like, is that what do they have the ability to do that? Like the r/whatever? Is it like their own? I guess it's their own moderated board, huh? Is that how that works? Because I mean, I don't quite understand that.
They went and they fucking deleted that VOD, as far as I know. Right? They deleted the fucking VOD of the Twitch
Was
content.
that
When has
that
been
VOD?
done
Wait,
before?
was that VOD that was deleted? Was that hosted on Twitch or was that like a Denim's VOD or something?
I believe that was TwitchCon. Wait, hold on. I don't want to say misinformation, but I was told that that was a TwitchCon VOD.
Crowd control.
Ooh.
I just want to confirm that people are saying
Yeah,
it, but I
yeah.
just want to see it for myself. Was that on the official Twitch channel?
If we could find the original clip, then you could click watch the VOD. Where was the original clip? Does anyone have it? Give, please. What is this? Is this an official? This is an official Twitch channel, isn't it right?
And you.
This is an official Twitch channel.
Oh, they do have control over the sub. Okay, I don't quite understand how all it works. So
How do you know?
Has to be. Because all it has is fucking.
Oh, it literally says if you
shit.
click about. Well, hold on. If you click about, it says official channel for TwitchCon, but it might be the official channel for this event for TwitchCon.
Oh, look, it's orange though for followers. TwitchCon San Diego. When you hover over it, does that make a difference? On the
Oh,
about-
TwitchCon San Diego
about page?
2024. Yeah, okay, maybe then.
Yeah, I don't have the orange. Mine. I think it's an official page.
It's always good to confirm.
Yeah.
That orange thing looks like a team that you can get invited to. So my guess is going to be this is a team that you can get invited to if you're part of TwitchCon San Diego. So it might not be an
Yep.
official channel, but they're
No,
invited
okay.
to.
You can see the team. So here, I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, I see it. It's Nom
Oh,
Nom,
yours,
Land, Twitch Rivals. These are the team members. Oh, there's literally 6 of them. And Twitch is one of the official accounts on the team. So yeah, okay. So they were part of this team. Yeah.
I mean, none of those are just accounts. That's all Twitch shit, right? Like none of them is like, hey, I'm Nom Nom. What's up, yo? Welcome to my stream.
No, yeah. These are all like official Twitch accounts. Yeah.
Okay, so Twitch deleted the VOD.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to hide that they had a fucking race hierarchy chart.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I wonder how much they knew about that.
Well, however you want to. I mean, that's how it's perceived. Yeah.
I mean, if everybody's calling Hassan on his birthday and saying hello, I can imagine they would also watch the fucking whatever. They would be watching Frogan do that, and it's also on a fucking official stage though. So, but maybe they just didn't understand the dog whistle.
I won't fucking stop. I know you're like, oh, I'm giving. I'll keep going. It's
Keep
easy.
going. I support you.
I'm on the fucking roof in Rust.
Well, like here,
while
wait.
I'm doing this.
Also, I really, or maybe nobody cares. I'm sorry. Different people care about different things. I think it's so sad and weird that people were making these poor fucking Jewish schmucks. Okay, what's a good
That is
insult?
sad.
What's
Yeah.
an insult for Jewish schmuck? That's one, right?
Schmuck is a perfect one.
Yeah, these poor schmucks. Okay, Shlomo bin Twitch over here. Okay, Shlomo bin Streamerstein is posting in the Twitch subreddit like a loser. Like, hey, I'm trying to sign up and I'm getting an error. Anybody know why? And nobody has any idea. Like, for some reason I can't sign up for an account. Anybody know? Anybody have any idea what's
Damn, I wonder what Larry David has to say about this.
going on? And this guy's fucking geo banned. Like,
yeah, it's insane. They're probably, I think another excuse that Twitch is going to try and come out with, they're going to be like, oh, well, if you did this specific combination, you could get in. It's only if you did an email. If you go and you use your phone and you do 2-factor verification first, then you can get it. It doesn't matter. Like what they did is they disenfranchised everyone in Israel to not create an account on Twitch. That's it. It has to be illegal. Well, I mean, we'll know more tomorrow.
I'm just trying to understand like why they did what they did. I mean, if they left all the old accounts up, I mean, their rationale that maybe it was to try to reduce the amount of like gore and violence going on, I might believe it. You know, that might actually make sense. Or else wouldn't they do more? I don't know if this is like an explicit, like intentional. But then again, like they weren't transparent about it, so they knew what they were doing was wrong. If anything, it would be lazy instead of like beefing up for a limited time. The amount of moderation that they were going to have to do, deciding to just like flat out ban people from there to make things easier. But then like, why wouldn't people just make accounts with like other? Can't you just make account? Like, wouldn't they just be able to apply for account by using like a separate phone number or something? Or isn't that easy to do? Or
and I don't know what the punishment for them should be. Like, it's insane. This
50 spankings on the fanny
is unreal. Like this, on top of everything else that's happened in the last 2 weeks, is. This is obviously the biggest deal. I've never seen anything like this before. Like them letting Hassan get away with murder. Who gives a shit? That's fucking par for the course. But banning Israel. Like Elon wouldn't do that.
I like how this technology thread got shut down for r/Destiny brigading. Good one.
Is this Albert?
Greetings.
Hi, what's
Who's
up?
that?
Move to poo.
I feel like
Oh, hey.
I just had a bit of input here on the recent drama. I feel like
this doesn't sound like a black guy.
It's proof that the Jews don't own the media.
Watch your step.
That's actually very funny. Yeah, I guess it is proof that Jews don't own the media. Fuck.
Well, that happened on for the Al Ali hospital shit. That was already fucking known. No, this doesn't change anybody's minds. If anything, they're gonna say the Jews did this intentionally just to make themselves seem like victims.
Oh no!
Listen, you're stealing my thunder here.
Yeah. No, you're right though. It's like this is like insanely fucking crazy stupid.
How's it going? I see the war that you guys are waging on Twitter is it seems like it's going pretty well. Like a lot of people in my feeds.
A lot of tweets.
Number one trending thing for me. I mean, but you know,
based.
Who knows?
Thank you for the small gut from Matcha. Yeah, that was a good one. That was actually very funny.
I mean,
big.
The best part is when you search at the top for DJ Clancy 999 and you see that fucking loser. I was about to say something. When you see that loser simp for 18-year-old girls getting a mention every
what the hell is happening?
30 seconds, and it's the best part.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's the best
What
thing.
the fuck?
I love it. And guess what, Dan?
Why? I'm so confused.
It's not going away tomorrow or the next day. Because guess what? I sit on the roof and rust every day, and I can keep going. I love fucking tagging people on Twitter. This is amazing. He's just, it is his problem. You know that, right? Irrelevant.
Oh my God, taking hostages is noble and good. Did you know that in the 5 days since the war began from October 7th, more Palestinians had died than Israelis on October 7th? And taking hostages usually means that just killing or committing genocide isn't really the goal anyway. Bro, it's the most unhinged shit. Sorry, okay, go ahead. What were you gonna
say? Well, Dan was saying that I believe he was.
The geo-blocking is being lazy on its own, but doesn't look well combined with everything else. Yeah, I mean, that absolutely is true. Because it might have just been like a lazy move because Twitch is constantly cutting funds. So it kind of does make sense. It's like, oh shit, there's a lot of, probably like a lot of gore or whatever on the platform getting pushed. And instead of like beefing up security, we would rather like not spend money. So what's cheaper? Just IP banning new accounts from this area. And that makes a lot more sense. But then, yeah, like combined with everything else, like the whole Frogan shit and everything like that, it does kind of look fucking horrific. So
he was saying that, asking if I knew that Dan Clancy was the one who was responsible for the, I guess
he's the CEO, right?
Kind of, yeah. And is it just because he's the CEO that we are like, yeah, so he's responsible? Is it like
the chief executive? That's why they get paid the big bucks, right? Isn't that what they say all the time? We get paid the big bucks because at the end of the day, we're the ones who are the final shot callers on this stuff.
I want to get him fired. I think that's a good resolution to this. I'd like to, I think for
God, I don't know about that.
This to stop, for people to stop reaching out to the sponsors, and to stop, well, I mean, the legal thing, that's probably
I would be careful with that. This is not, as much as you want to crucify Dan Clancy, this is not a Clancy problem. This is a corporate culture problem.
Yeah, so
because this change was pushed, approved by somebody, and remained in effect for a year, and nobody leaked or said anything, right? We don't.
That is true too.
We don't know this because of leaks, by the way.
The entire Twitch trust and safety team.
Yeah,
entire team,
like this would be.
Dan Clancy.
If you were to tell me beforehand about this, I would tell you that this type of thing probably couldn't happen. I don't. Think. Because there's so many people. How would nobody would report this? What the fuck? Sorry,
you know
you're talking about the Israel ban, by the way. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Do you know why it's so crazy? Is that when I first learned about this, I was like, this guy's just a fucking retard that doesn't know how to use a computer.
Stop, dude. Stop using the bad word.
I assumed that he was using a VPN that was banned 100%. Like, he probably used a VPN and he was banned, like a retard. Yeah, 100%.
Because it's so unbelievable that this could happen.
And then when I saw that it wasn't a VPN, I'm like, okay, obviously there's an outage, right?
Yeah, or there was like some sort of
probably an
configuration
outage.
error.
Yeah.
Configuration error. Like, they're trying to block VPNs or bots or something, and like, these people are on the same cell phone network or something. Nope. No Israel. No Jews.
So, how long has it been banned in Israel?
A year.
Fucking year.
That's crazy.
How did that not? How did nobody say?
Because whenever people would put in requests like, "What's going on?" nobody would have a strict answer, and whenever you would file a support email, they would say, like, "We saw." Wait, didn't you look at my Twitter? I think I retweeted some dude like in March, I think, complaining about this. Hold on.
Yep.
Oh, was it?
Let me find it. Yeah. This poor fucking schmuck. Fuck, did I pass it already? I think I already passed it. Hold on. This guy, May 27th. So like, what, like 5 months ago?
Defensive.
Hey, I've been streaming for the past 3 years and have transferred my viewers from YouTube to Twitch 2 years ago. I've discovered around a month ago that a lot of my longtime viewers have not been able to sign up to Twitch because they're located in Israel, which is insane. Nobody, yeah. So like, there were people complaining about this, but nobody said a single fucking thing. Nobody knew anything. Nobody said anything. Nobody, and there are other tweets too. There are other tweets that people have made. There are other, here's a response to an official Twitch tweet that somebody just said, "Hi, I am from Israel and I can't load Twitch without a VPN. What the fuck?" Well, load Twitch is not right. So maybe he fucked up there. But other people on the Twitch.
Thank you for $5 from Hi, I'm Ricky. Hey, Papa, do you remember when you joined Destiny's Discord on accident when he was having a conversation? Yeah, okay, dude. Why do you gotta fucking bring that up every single goddamn time? And why do I read it? Why do I read your guys' fucking messages?
Subreddit have complained about not being able to make an account, and then somebody posted an email that they got from Twitch saying that like you're not eligible to create an account. What the fuck?
I don't know. That part I don't know, because
what part don't you know?
Like, how the fuck did that support agent? Because that's probably just some like dipshit in fucking India or something that's doing support.
Whoa!
Right? Or actually,
bro, can I tell you like this? I had this horrible, almost racist moment yesterday. I went to stream yesterday and my internet wasn't working, which made me very angry because I've been having issues with Verizon for a little while now. And, because they're usually good, but they've been terrible. And like the last couple times, it's like, oh, there's an outage in your area, yada, yada. But it's been taking so long to get anybody on the phone, right? Like 3 hours, right? This made me so angry. So this time I call and I had like an attitude. And I usually don't have an attitude because like I'm usually like try to be very like I try to be like a nice guy and understanding, but I was like kind of at my limit. And I called and somebody answered the phone and it was somebody that was probably not from America. And I was like, fuck. Okay. I was pissed. I didn't say anything to them, but I was like, God damn it. Because in my history, there can be a communication error when I'm trying to deal with this problem. Like when I got my new car a couple of days ago, Allstate was closed. And I had to get like an Allstate. I had an issue with it because I called Allstate, got the new insurance for the car, but they sent me the insurance information wrong. I was getting a new plates, and they said on there that I was getting transfer plates, which is like messes things up. So I had to call back, but at this time it was closed. So the 1-800 number came open, and it was somebody that wasn't, from America. And I was like, hey, here's the issue I'm having. Can you like reissue it? That's where it doesn't say transferable plates or whatever. And she's like, okay, let me see what I can do. She comes back. She's like, oh, we're going to have to talk to the agent that worked with you. And I was like, well, they're closed. Like I told you. Like, okay, give me a minute. And 10 minutes later, you come back. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to talk to the agent. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, I feel like there's a language gap here. It's frustrating. So I get this, I get somebody yesterday who probably wasn't from America. And I was like kind of irritated, and I think it was on my voice. And I felt so bad because as I was working with them, they were actually very helpful. But I was so fed up, and it was such a bizarre conversation because I think they could tell I was really irritated. But they were nice. They were nice. I was just fucking pissed.
At this point in UK, it's fucking cheap enough to hire people in the UK. Man, God bless the UK. Programmers there are so cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Anyways, it's not like that dude is looking through the fucking code base, right? He's not looking through the code base like, oh yeah, you can't register. Let me take a look at what's going on. Oh yeah, I see a commit here in October. He's like,
well, he probably just forwarded it up to the next level if he didn't see an obvious reason why.
Yeah,
right?
so basically, multiple people know. It's
well, yeah, I mean, it was registered in a ticket. Somebody had to approve it, right? So yeah, somebody approved it to be hard coded that Twitch is geo-banned from.
Dude, it's conspiracy. It's like you would never expect this to be the case for any other site. Right? Never.
Must be the same guy that runs those UN reports. Bro, what the fuck?
Is there any other country that we know of that maybe got restricted at a similar time?
Nope.
Israel and Palestine. That's it. How do you feel about that?
I mean, to be honest, I think I had a similar like opinion where I was like, this is getting a bit ridiculous. At a time that a lot of people were when the unbans came out. That's where I was just like, okay, when Sneeko and then Fresh and Fit got unbanned, I'm just like, all right, this is too much for me. A little too heavy-handed. So,
oh yeah, this guy extracted the error message. He knew back in May 27th. Oops, we encountered an unexpected error. Please try again. Error code 2023. Error description.
And they're all
country
Jews, by
IP.
the way.
Yeah,
Try
of
to
course.
find someone
Yeah.
that's not a Jew. There isn't a single message from anyone else. That's
Well,
not
no
Jewish.
shit. Who the fuck is trying to log in from Israel or create an account in
No,
Israel?
I'm saying there's no other countries that are.
Oh
like,
yeah,
can't
correct.
get in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't gone to search for it. Maybe there are, but I mean, nobody's brought that forth if that's the case. What a wild time.
I don't understand. Wait, what is? Because this hurts your business, no?
Oh my god. Somebody just. I'm sorry. I can be conspiratorial. You ready, Dan? You ready for a big one?
Go ahead. I'm ready.
What if one of the big reasons why they didn't unban me is because I'm so pro-Israeli that if they unbanned me and a whole bunch of Israelis tried to make an account on the site, that it would be uncovered immediately that there was that country ban.
There's no way, bro. Hey, yo, bro.
Because if I was unbanned, it would have been uncovered on day 2, right? You know that it would have been almost
Day two,
immediate,
it
right?
actually would have. You're not wrong. You're actually not wrong.
I'm being anti-Semitically targeted now, okay?
Dude,
what the fuck?
You
put it away, bro.
And wait, you think this is like?
Wait, hold on. To be clear, just to be clear, irrelevant.
This
That
makes sense.
conspiracy that I just alleged is less crazy than what has actually happened. That wouldn't
I
even
don't
be
know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Give me the the least conspiracy theory explanation for the following things: unbanning Fresh and Fit and Sneeko. Okay, number 1. Number 2.
No, I agree. It's an impossible amount of coincidences. Like if this was about, if it was about black people, if it was about Arabs, if it was about women, if it was about trans people, no, there'd be you wouldn't even get one of these. Okay, you wouldn't even get one of these. But for all of these to be happening, for Dan Clancy to be happy birthday calling, okay, the guy who's fucking showing Houthi propaganda to normies on Twitch, bro. For Asmongold to get that smackdown immediately.
Well, yeah, it's all public pressure, though, right? Like, there's no more public pressure against Sneeko. There's no more public pressure. Well, there's really no meaningful public pressure against Sneeko or Myron. Even now that they got the unbanned announcement, nobody really seems to give too much of a shit. I mean, people are actually, no, that's not true. Ethan's the only one who seems to give a shit, and now other people are starting to be, feel more empowered and to be like, hey, this is actual fucking bullshit. Because I don't know why I'm being like an asshole. Because even before, I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh, whatever, that's stupid as fuck, but who cares? That's been pretty much my take. Is just whatever, who gives a shit? I'm so apathetic about it, and I feel like a lot of other people have had the same take on it. They're like, whatever, who cares? But now, I'm getting riled up. Ethan's riling me up. He's twisting my ball sack. So I'm starting to be like, wait a minute, maybe this isn't good. So yeah, I mean, maybe there's more here. Sneeko and Fresh are banned in the air again. Oh, they got banned. Well, the only reason they got banned though is because of public pressure. That's what I'm saying. This is the whole platform of Twitch. It is only public pressure. Right, they thought they could get away with it, so they unbanned him. Why would they make that unban? And again, maybe part of it's because they want money. Because I feel like Twitch is probably not doing particularly amazing as a platform. I mean, I feel like they're not doing amazingly as a platform. YouTube's a better streaming service, so maybe that's what it is. But I don't know, dude. It's a lot of questions.
Instantly.
Hero, yeah, Ethan's our hero, dude.
Instantaneously.
And you have Frogan saying that fucking veterans don't.
She's breaking 3 different parts of the hateful speech conduct. She's breaking 3 different parts in one sentence, and she doubled down on it.
And she said it recently. It's not like it was a long time ago.
Dude, Ethan's radicalizing me, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Recently, she was like, yeah, based.
And she got front page for a year, right?
Dude.
For what? Thank you for the 12-month small gut from Sophia and Alexandru. Hey, Destiny, first time catching your stream. All right, dude. What the fuck?
Remember when? Oh, that's true too.
I have at least 20 pounds on Destiny. Okay, I'm at least 20 pounds heavier than this guy.
Remember what Frogan gave with the Zionist therapist story? What was that? Where she was trying to say I'm so depressed about Israel-Palestine, and she was like, my therapist couldn't understand because I think she was a Zionist.
It was a stupid fucking story. It changed every other day too.
That's literally just anti-Semitism, right? My therapist doesn't understand me, an American woman.
Check Ethan's new thumbnail on what?
And born in Michigan because I think she's a Zionist. Bro.
Who knows?
Well, I mean, this is what people do nowadays. They want to be a victim of something, and so Frogan is cosplaying as a victim of something going on. That's how everybody is. That's why everybody's pretending to have mental illness, because they want to be something. Every group's doing it. Every group. It's not just people on the left. It's people on the right as well, victimizing themselves. That's why there's a whole conspiracy that Donald Trump didn't actually win. That Donald Trump actually won the election, even though he lost. It's because everybody wants to be a fucking victim.
What the fuck?
I can't. Okay. You know what, Steve? This is good practice for us. We're debaters. Okay, I call myself a debater. You're a debater.
It's impossible. We've exported too much of our supply chain to China. We don't make enough steel in the United States to steel man that statement anymore. I can't do it. I would have to go to another country, and I would have to have the whole country's production. Okay, trying to discover the newest, most impenetrable alloy. Okay, to actually steel man that fucking position. I can't do it, Dan. I'm
You know what's
sorry.
funny?
I can't do
I
it.
actually think I could do anything better than this. I really do. I think I could steelman Trump easier than this. I could steelman anything easier than this. I don't know, because I don't know a single explanation that makes sense for it. And whatever explanation they're going to give tomorrow is going to be so retarded.
Hey, stop it.
Wait, give tomorrow? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they'll give one tomorrow.
Because tomorrow's Monday, there's probably going to be fucking stories, maybe. I feel like they're going to be hand-holdy, gently, soft. Bro, do you think any of the stories are going to not mention Asmongold? Or not mention, like, anti-Palestinian propaganda?
I know some of them won't.
Okay, I hope so.
You know, so actually, listen, they you know what a lot of these stories need? They need like a leaked document, right? That's what that makes them hard, because that's like a lead that like sounds really good, like a leaked document. It sounds like some of these guys have a leaked document, not whatever the fuck is you had, but something else. Some of them have like a leaked document.
Well, I mean, at this point, assuming if they're digging into it, they will have a ton of info, because this whole repo is mirrored on Amazon's code base. Amazon is what, 7 trillion fucking employees. Somebody has some kind of connection there that can pull, code or something, or check out some of these mirrors or whatever. Like somebody will, if they want to know, if they actually want to know, then it will be there, right? But
yeah, what do you think of this for demands? Collectively, full removal of the entire trust and safety team and resignation of DJ Clancy 999, as well as anyone involved.
He's really trying to push for this, huh?
With approving of the ban of Israel.
All right, listen, there doesn't seem to be much else. They're kind of just talking, having a little bit of a goon festival. So it seems like we kind of ended it here. I feel like that's pretty much all the relevant information, unless there's anything new in the Twitch. Somebody said, look at Ethan's thumbnail. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're asking me to do. I don't even know what a thumbnail is. Are you talking about on Ethan Klein's channel? Or are we talking about on the new Frenemies episode? Like, what are we referring to? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what the fuck? This is Ethan's new podcast episode. Okay. Well, that's for 3:30. 10:21. I guess that's today. I mean, it's it's almost 4 o'clock. So I mean, I'm assuming that's on. I don't know what that is, but maybe we'll watch that. Maybe we'll watch that another time. But I'm gonna end this. Why is it not going now? This is 3:30 p.m. right now. It's 3:54. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna take a piss.